Hey everybody, and welcome to the stream. I'm the Wombat of Doom.
I'm Mega Kirby. I still don't stream, in case you were wondering.
Hey
And I'm trying Spears.
guys, welcome. So, if you didn't know from the title, we are going to be talking about Mario Maker today. Um, a new direct came out on the 15th, and a lot of stuff is being shown. It's pretty crazy.
Really
So,
good.
before we're going to actually watch it on stream and break it down and stuff like that. But before we get into it, what was your guys' first impressions?
I liked it quite a bit. I wasn't I mean, let me think. The only thing I really expected them to add, like that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Was multiplayer, but besides that, everything else was pretty nice. I was happy with it overall. I mean, in terms of the thing is, I'm terrible, and we'll get into this more at building levels. I can't do it easily. So that stuff I wasn't as interested in from like a building perspective, but I'm really excited to see what people like you, Wombat, come up with.
Sure.
I was blown away. I think it broke every expectation I had of the game. Just seeing things that came out of it. Uh, I was a little disappointed, I guess, with the multiplayer aspect, just because multiplayer and online don't compute for Nintendo. But that's, besides that, that was probably the negative thing I could say, and that's negligible because I probably probably would prefer to do it single, kind of like to get, do it
Mhm.
myself. But anything else, the features, and we'll go into every single little bit of detail. But my jaw was just dropped the entire time I was watching that.
Yeah, the multiplayer, which we can talk about, that you can't match make with people, like we can't match make together, three of us,
Yup.
is really
Yeah.
disappointing unless we're in the same room.
Nintendo always does
So,
this crap, but
but like that's
So
Mario
you guys just
Party.
need to Nebraska, and then problem solved.
easy.
But
On
like
the way right now.
it's obvious that they can do it because like Super Smash Brothers, you can.
They can. They're Nintendo's always been. This is a whole nother topic, but they've always been bad with online and just multiplayer things. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
I don't. If
I
it's
don't.
bad, I think it's a
They need a better.
choice.
I mean, it is a choice, but like, why choose this choice?
Right.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
we
Yep.
will get into that. So let me get this started. Now, I'm going to be stopping this at multiple points. I have notes, so um, I have things that I've noticed that you guys might not catch. I have notes on each section, and then I have questions about what we've seen afterward.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
all right. So hopefully you guys are ready.
I'm so ready.
Let's see. I'm actually gonna turn off the volume of the music video stuff we have going on in the background usually,
Okay.
just so it's not interfering or multiple musics coming at once. All right, here we go. So I'm actually gonna play it right from the beginning, even though there's like a lot of stuff that's like, oh yeah, we know about that, because there's some stuff that they hint at the beginning that they don't talk about in the whole video.
Okay.
Sure.
So obviously we've got Mario and Luigi building, so like you can both build at the same time. Of course you have to be in the same screen, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
Which
You,
I thought it was just Mario Luigi, which is like that's cool, but that was a hint for the multiplayer, wasn't it?
yeah, and it makes sense because Mario Maker 2 is a two-player.
Yep.
In Super Mario Maker 2, you can create the Super Mario courses of your dreams.
That's the kind of level I would build. By the way, it's a platform with Goombas just towered on top of each other. That's about the extent of my skill.
Goomba Tower. You'll call it that too,
I
Goomba
would.
Tower.
Now,
No,
now,
no. Come on. It'd be Kirby level 01. Let's be
now
real.
I will warn everybody who's watching with us that you guys will have a 7 second, or Kirby and Troll have a 7 second delay
Oh
on
yeah.
watching it, so they might comment on things a little later.
And play courses created by other people from around the globe. In other words, you can basically have new Super Mario courses.
So they reused the Mecha Bowser,
Yep.
which is interesting. Like that's something somebody made. But if you
Yeah.
look below the Mecha Bowser, there is, I think it's Poison.
Poison water.
Yeah.
But that doesn't look like a jungle theme.
True.
No, that is I mean, I don't know if you want me to say since it's going to be coming up later, but I think that is one of the night themes.
Yeah, but the jungle theme's the only one that had the poison water in it. So this hints that maybe other themes will be able to get rising and falling water in it, which should be cool.
Okay.
You'll also notice at the bottom that it's standing on tiny pipes, not big pipes.
Yeah, they never really I've
And
heard like multiple people say this.
here,
Resist to
and
enjoy every
if
day.
we progress a
Now,
little bit further, here's a tank that they've made with the mechanics, and it's got tiny pipes on it too.
So, I see. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what the tiny pipes is. I wonder if that's like the actual pipe that you have. If you shake it, you
let's
can make
jump
it.
right into
But then you also have multiple color pipes, which I don't know.
Right.
Maybe that would be the shake.
In
Yeah,
one of
maybe.
the Mario games, isn't there like a tiny mushroom and you have to be small to go through the pipes? Or am I misremembering? I don't know if that sounds familiar to either of you.
There's pipes where you have to be mini Mario,
Mini Mario, okay.
not like
Not big Mario. Okay, or
right,
whatever.
like
Super
regular size
Mario.
Mario.
Okay.
All right,
the basics.
so let's get into the basics. So if you haven't played Mario Maker before, this is all pretty much rehash here.
Lay some groundwork. Pick from iconic enemies and objects.
Which is good. I think
like
that they actually
blocks,
covered it because you got to
coins,
remember not everyone has played this game before.
and
Yep.
pipes.
My
And
curiosity
place them
is like
anywhere you like.
how the placement is. Like it looks like it's
You decide
not
what
with a
goes
cursor.
inside blocks,
It's with
and where
controls,
warp pipes
like
should take
with the
Mario
joystick,
next.
because they're
I
only
thought they were
moving in
selling a
straight
stylus
lines.
now,
Typical
like to go
pole.
with this game. I don't know if that's true though, but I thought they were.
I haven't heard
You
about
can
that.
hide enemies.
Okay.
But
If not, you could get your own. But anyway, yeah.
is the Switch a touchscreen?
And big in them
It
with
is.
a super mushroom.
When it's undocked.
Hide
Yep, it's
coins and
touchscreen.
pipes, and so
But what
much
if it
more.
was
By combining
plugged
a
into a
variety
wall?
of parts, you can
If
do
it's
some
docked, then obviously,
incredible
you can't reach the
things,
screen, so you'd have to
stuff
do it with
that
the
isn't even
controller.
possible in regular Super Mario games.
But
Probably
if you
won't be
want,
too bad.
but you could like build in undocked mode and then play in docked mode or something.
I mean, like for streaming it though, it'd be docked. You'd have to do it with probably the controller.
Oh, that's
then.
true. That's true. You're
Underwater.
streaming it. Yep.
Castle,
I didn't think
your
about.
choice.
But I don't know, how do
Sure.
people stream like this? Might be dumb, but how do they stream like their 3DS? Like, could you not stream it in the same way if you wanted to?
3DS is hacked. It's streaming.
Okay.
And Super
Yeah,
Mario
I
World.
don't know anything about the streaming the 3DS.
So one thing I will point out is the fact that at the beginning of the level here, on each of the different modes, you'll see that there's no break from the beginning of the level to the actual ground. You know how there used to be like a little rift between the big start and like you building?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do.
It's not there anymore.
That's good. That makes it just look cleaner.
Yeah. Small stuff like that. I feel
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it feels
Complete
like
a course,
at this
and if you
point,
have a Nintendo Switch
Mario Maker
Online
1.
membership-
Oh, and Mario Maker 1 was like a beta, and this is like the real thing. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
their test project, and they're like, "Oh, this was really successful. Let's make this like a full-fledged thing and polish
Yeah, I
it."
can get that.
You'll also notice that the course IDs are 3x3 codes instead of 4x4 like the other Mario Maker game, which can lead credence to two ideas. Either one, that code levels will not be able to be transferable because they're different codes, or they're different codes on purpose so that you can tell the difference between old Mario Maker and new Mario Maker levels.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
I think probably what you just said, and also like they're like UUIDs, and I don't think that you need the full UUID to make it completely unique, because like half the time like the first four were the exact same or something
Right.
like that. It's every other level.
They
is,
never
like,
used the 0000 in
yeah.
the second.
So then why have them?
Right. Yeah. I will say that I doubt that you'll be able to transfer levels to Mario Maker 2 from Mario Maker 1. I doubt it. But it does seem to me that it might mean that those servers might survive Mario Maker 2.
For a while, I think. But I think like my guess would be just like every other like Mario Kart servers, they eventually will probably get shut down.
Yeah. Oh, are the Mario Kart servers down?
Yeah. Like, so if you go back to some of the old Mario Kart servers, they shut them down. You can't play online anymore.
Got it.
So I would imagine it probably would. I would think Mario Maker does have an end of life, but I don't. It'd probably be a while
Hmm.
yet.
Okay.
You can share it with other players online. Super Mario courses are meant to be played, so share yours with the world.
Okay, so here we get into
Time
the
to
new
showcase
stuff.
some of this game's
Yeah.
new tools, course parts, and features.
Then straight up new.
Just pick a direction and set
The
the link
slopes
to create a slope.
How
are
excited are you for slopes?
It's a beautiful
I'm pretty excited about slopes, to be honest. Let's see.
I think slopes just makes the level cleaner, and especially with the butt slides and stuff like that, I'm super excited for it. I don't think, of all the grand scheme of things, it wasn't my like must-have feature or anything like that, but it definitely I'm excited for it.
Oh, one thing I will take note of is something that I noticed in the basics. There's a second slot for creatures where it's an alternate version of them. So like for the Goomba, it was like an upside down Goomba. I think it was a Galoomba. And then
Galoomba.
for like you'll see later in the video, guys can keep an eye out for it. Like the Koopas, like the alternate version was just their shell, and like I'm sure like every single type of enemy has like an alternate version of itself. So that's cool.
Ooh.
And you also need there were colored pipes as we talked about,
Yep.
and then
Mhm.
you need an online membership to actually play online in this
I
game.
figures you would, yeah.
That's how they get you.
So from a designer perspective, I'm pretty excited for slopes. Like I can fix things that like made my levels not as smooth, like when I was like making ramps by making steps
Oh yeah.
in Mario Maker, which will be nice.
thing, huh?
So let's continue on.
Gentler slopes are an option
I like
too.
that there's gentler slopes too.
Everyone's
Yeah,
greatest
not
fear,
everything's gonna be
Angry
such a big
Sun,
like
is
a
here.
downfall.
It holds a perpetual grudge.
So the Angry
following
Sun just came
attacking
on.
Mario.
I think that was like one of the most requested things in hey Pestro, in Mario Maker 1. Like people really wanted the Angry Sun.
I hate that guy, but I am glad they added him.
Yeah,
Do you think that there's gonna be an SMB3 thing only?
That's a good question because they never modeled him in, Super Mario Bros, Super Mario World, or
Uh,
New Mario.
well,
So it might
yeah,
be.
there have been things that are only SMB or like only specific versions, but um, I think no, the sun will be for every version.
See, I'm not sure about that. My assumption was that it like the boot was like SMB3 and that was Yoshi in SMW. That the Angry Sun was going to be similar. It would be in SMB3 and then in SMW it was going to be in SMW only thing or something like that.
The
That's what
only
my guess was.
the only reason I think that it might be different is because you can do night version on any of the different versions.
Okay, and you think the
And
sun is the
and
shake to the moon?
they actually tell you that later.
Okay,
The
okay.
moon is the opposite of the sun, so I'm interested to see what the sun looks like in other versions. That'd be cool.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that will be interesting to see
I'll
actually.
keep an eye
And then
out for it.
this game is different from like other Marios, like the actual Marios it has included with it because it does have like it does break some of the molds in some of that sense. Like it sounds like this one in particular, they kind of like took some things from other ones just to mash it in there just to make it work,
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I
Holds
think
a
a couple of
perpetual
more
grudge,
examples of that later on
following
in
and
this
attacking
direct.
Mario.
So my question is there going to be a lot of like how many suns can you put down? Like is it only
I
one
need
per
at least
level
30.
or
At
can people
least
spam
30.
it? Because
Yeah.
like it can get ridiculous pretty quickly, you know what I mean?
I
So
don't think they should limit you to one. That you're right, it would get ridiculous, but that doesn't stop people from doing like crazy hard
maybe
levels in the
one
past.
per subworld, you know what I mean?
I want
Oh
I want
yeah,
multiple on the screen.
that'd be
Is-
intense.
Yeah.
You want it to be Tatooine all up in here with two suns.
Yeah. Yes, please.
So next is the snake block.
I like that a lot.
Remember the snake block?
Was that one of the ones that was 3D World only?
You can determine
No, I think this
I
could be
don't
in all of
know,
them, right? I thought
but
it could.
I love how they're like, remember the
No,
snake
that's all of
block?
them. That's all of them.
And then there's like this long awkward silence.
I noticed that too. It was like, remember the snake block?
And
Pause.
then you just
Pause for
watch
effect.
the snake block moving around.
You guys
It wasn't
remember
even,
this.
It wasn't even fast or anything. It was like, oh, okay, that was a little weird, but
Yeah,
cool.
it's like chirp, chirp, chirp. Nope, nobody remembers the snake block.
I'm glad you keyed in on that, man.
Um, the only thing I find about snake blocks, while they can be cool, is like, are they going to be slow and monotonous? Like, is it going to take forever? You know,
Yeah, if it has variant speeds, that'd be great.
there
Yep.
is a variant speed, but like how long will it last? How far can you go with it? Things like that would be interesting to know. So,
Because I can just already see levels that are just going to be like completely blank, and you have to like jump on the snake block, and it's just going to go like around the entire level, or
right.
like that.
I can
and you're
also
sitting
see
like,
some
"Oh,
really interesting
man."
contraptions with the snake block and then some other things too for timing.
Yeah. Like
also- I also wonder if the snake block like goes back to its starting position once it reaches the end, or if it goes
Probably.
backward.
I wonder if it loops. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Terminus
interesting. Because like
trajectory by
to
Freely
your point,
Drawing.
then you could do something
Man,
like
woo, the
in
blue
your
one's
OT
really
levels, like
fast.
when you're getting the Kokiri sword, that could almost be like the boulder that goes around over
Yeah.
and over again.
Potentially. Although I'll probably stick with the buzzsaws. Although, yeah, I saw buzzsaws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once this applies to me because
It'd
you
be
have
weird if they
a
removed
switch.
anything.
You mean?
Yeah, I don't see why you
I
would
didn't see
wanna
anything
get
that
rid
they
of anything.
removed.
Agreed. Yeah.
That would be really weird. It'd be a questionable choice.
Oh, what? If the snake blocks moved things?
No, if they
No,
removed
if they
things,
removed any of the
remove
things from
features.
first one.
Because
Now,
not like
Oh,
anything
yeah,
was
they did.
bad. Like,
I wonder how much support this game's gonna get, because Mario Maker 1 was supposed to get like a lot more features, but they got like 2 packs full, and then it was kind of like they were done.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
know if like this has been in the works for a long period of time, and then all of a sudden,
I'm gonna save my theory on that to the end.
all right. I'm curious what they're
Hit
gonna
an
do.
on-off
I hope
switch,
that
and the
they
red and blue blocks will
keep
swap.
coming
You'd be
out, even if it's
surprised how many
DLC and you have to
uses
pay
there
for
are
it.
if you use
I
them
don't care. I
wisely.
want
You can
lots
set
of
up
features,
traps
you know?
like this one.
yep, I'm a greedy boy.
So the thing that I'm most excited about is the on-off switch. I think that's gonna be
Yes.
awesome, and it'll allow me to variate some of my puzzles instead of just have everything be P-switches or PALs, you know?
Yep.
So that'll be
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. The one screen puzzles in this is gonna be
Oh, yeah.
insane.
Not
It's
to
gonna be
mention the
insane.
fact that the on-off switch doesn't just affect the
Or
on-off
even create a
blocks.
situation like this.
It
Flip
affects
tracks.
tracks and it affects
Change tracks.
let's see, what else does
Or
it?
make conveyor
Conveyor
belts
belts
change
change direction too.
Yeah, it's gonna be so wild.
So it's nuts. That's gonna be great.
Look at the parachutes in that too.
Yeah. And I'll get to the parachutes too. I like how the parachutes are also transferable. So
Mhm.
that'll be neat.
Seesaws to
So, did you
Seesaws
make
are
any notable
interesting.
levels in SM1?
Did I make what?
Any notable levels in the first Super Mario Maker? I saw you play a lot of levels. I don't know if you made
Yeah.
any.
I did.
Oh, okay.
I made quite a few. My problem was I always like started off a level really strongly and then never finish it because it just seemed to just
Okay.
kind of like. So I have a lot of levels that I should probably do that one day. Just try to go back there before Mario Maker 2, because once Mario Maker 2 is out, who's going to go back to Mario Maker
You
1?
could make circuitry Bestro, yeah. With
And
on-off.
but I feel like I'm going to try. I should go back there and just try to see if I can complete some of those levels real quick.
Kirby still needs to beat Zelda.
Dude, I don't want to pull up my Wii U.
Yes, you do.
So-
Okay, fine. I guess I'm just gonna have to remake the whole game on the Switch.
you might.
That's
But
the
now I'll play the new and improved version.
that's the plan,
Oh,
actually.
he's waiting for the
Oh,
remastered.
then hell yeah! Oh, if you're already planning on remaking it, I'm absolutely gonna wait till you can do like the 2.0 version of it. It's
So-
not even a question.
So
It
Trell,
was-
or
yeah.
you guys both went through the Fire Temple, right?
Yeah, I got up to I finished the Water Temple, and that was my last level.
Hey,
Oh,
Water Temple's the biggest brag, so
He wussed out at the water temple.
No, I beat it.
Oh,
then
you
I
beat
stopped.
damn it.
I beat. Then I stopped. Don't get out of here.
Trell, you can still be salty though because he didn't beat the Shadow Temple.
Didn't
And
even see
you
the Shadow
did.
Temple.
Womp womp womp.
No,
The Shadow Temple gave you so much.
for Kerbo.
dude.
The Shadow
Okay.
Temple gave Trell so much shit. So what I will say, let's see, is for the Volvagia fight, when you're fighting the dragon,
Yep.
you can now use the on-off switch to change the track that Volvagia goes on.
That's really sweet. That's really
Oh,
cool.
cool.
So it's going to be like a lot better battle, and it's not going to be just a waiting game anymore. Because you can whatchamacallit, you can
Just
actually
yeah.
control where she goes, so that'll be pretty cool.
So would you like? I'm just curious. So thinking about if you were planning on doing this, would you have like they did like a turtle shell hidden up somewhere with an on-off switch, and then based on the path of the turtle, that determines
I
how
was,
often it changes track, or
I
like?
was thinking about actually using an on-off switch and you control it. So like,
Oh, you can control. Okay, okay.
yeah. So
More interactive. I like it.
right. Yeah, and I've got so basically my idea with I should probably wait till the end for this.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fun.
All
What
right,
do
so
you think of the
seesaws. Seesaws are interesting. I didn't really have any notes on seesaws. I was just like, yep, it's a seesaw. Like,
That's the thing. That's a
Yeah.
seesaw right there.
I don't know if I'm really. I could. That'd be one thing I could probably live without. I mean, like I'm glad it's in there, sure.
I don't
But
mind it, and it's another slope, so
yeah,
not
it
bad.
might be. It might kind of interesting to like, with a shell coming at it. Maybe like if it would ramp off it or something like that. It'd be good for some puzzles. Maybe the one-screen puzzles
Absolutely.
in this game are gonna be ridiculous.
Especially if they don't move unless you're on it or something else is. And like, can
yeah.
you make balance stuff? Like,
There's gonna be some potential there for it for sure.
because like in SMB Super Mario World 3D, I
Mhm.
think there's seesaws and you can place down crates, which we'll see later. So like, can you like balance out the seesaw?
Right. I wonder if like the seesaw when it tilts up if they can actually hit an on-off switch.
Well, yeah, you probably could, but like my idea is like with the on with the seesaw, like if it's flat and you have to tilt it in a certain way so you can get under it because you can't get under it usually.
Hmm.
Like, but if you can't get to the other side, you'll have to get to the other side in order to hit it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that'd be kind of cool. So cranes are the next one, which I'm thinking would be a good replacement for the hook shot.
Let it grab you.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
Build
yep.
momentum.
Wait,
Then jump.
is there
Mario can even
what was
use
the
these
crane
to
from?
send himself
I
flying.
have
Like,
no
what game is the
idea.
crane from?
Bet you could
I
even
really
make
don't
a
know.
crane game.
Like when it came up, I was like, I don't remember that being in any Mario game. I was like, is that a
It's
Mario
got to be in
exclusive?
something like Mario crane game or something, or I don't know.
Maybe.
It
I thought it was just a Mario
reminded me
Maker
of Sonic,
exclusive.
to be honest. It could
Oh
be a Mario
yeah.
Maker
There's
exclusive.
a Mario crane game apparently. I don't know if it's like a mini game from something.
Okay, maybe that's what it's
Let me
from.
see.
All right,
'Cause see, that's we mentioned this earlier, how they were kind of like they kind of broke the mold with some of like
right.
the
I
classic
mean, they did that in
items.
Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Maker 1 in some ways too. Like there was some things that you never had in certain games, but you had because it was in all levels. So I don't think they haven't announced whether they are porting or not. Bester, we actually talked about that a little bit, but we're not thinking that you will be able to. So next is water levels. So I'm
Yep.
excited about water levels, but I'm also not. I'm excited to make water levels. I'm not excited to play them.
See,
I get-
I think that this is going to be great. The
I think it's going
rising
to be
water
cool.
levels.
Yeah, I think it'll
I'm
be
actually
cool.
pretty stoked about this, especially since that also applies to lava, poison, or whatever.
Right. So
I'm kind of excited about this.
the question is, does water apply to all levels or just forest and castle with the lava? So let's see if we can find
In this
anything.
course theme, you can freely set the water level. Maybe half the course should be
So
underwater.
these are both all forest
Or
here.
maybe the water
This is
level should
forest as
change over
well.
time.
All the different
You can
themes look
select
so
from
cool.
3 different speeds.
And that
Yeah, I
you
do
can
like
Water isn't the
select
only thing you can
speeds
fly
and
a
stuff
course
is really
with.
neat too.
Yeah. The auto
This
scroll
side-scroller is
speeds as
truly
well.
customizable,
Yeah.
right down to the scrolling
The
We'll
shapes.
probably see more
scrolling,
later
In a
here.
the
custom
scrolling
scroll
with the
course, you can
angles
decide
too,
where
where
you
you
want
can
the
go
scroll
up
to
and
start.
down.
Yep.
Adjust
And
its
diagonal.
We were just saying it.
Yeah.
Then set the speed at each point.
That's going to
The
add a
result is
lot
nice and
of
smooth while you're playing.
depth, I
You
think, to
could
the
have it go
levels
at
rather
the
than
end,
just
then go
be
sideways.
over in a
Hey,
blink of an
that's
eye. Because I feel like
fast.
with even at the slow scroll,
can now
it
create-
really did limit you in some ways too from any kind of exploration or anything. But going up and down a bit is really going to help.
Yeah. And scroll stop's a really interesting thing too, that you can stop the scrolling, and also that you can have vertical sub areas now.
Oh, I know the verticality. Oh my god, I cannot wait for that.
So vertical sub levels are going to be interesting, because you can't. Hey, Juice, how are you? Because you can't do them in the main area, only the sub. So it'll be interesting how you actually do that. I'll be interested to see that. And the example that they have here that we're going to see in a second is a really neat example of what you can do with like, and it looks like they're using the sky theme for it.
Of course, the auto scroll feature operates vertically in here.
So I wonder if you can make the auto scroll go from the top down or from the bottom up. I guess you can control that now, which makes me wonder, can you make the auto scroll go right to left in the main world?
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
So
I wonder I wonder
To hide an
flag is
area
the same.
from
They
view
didn't really
and prevent
show that
scrolling
too much.
from
So
revealing
if
it,
the
create
can
a
you
solid
choose
line
like a
of blocks
flag
perpendicular to the
of
scroll
placement? Does it
direction.
have to be
And
on the far
voila,
right
it
or
does,
room.
but
it does?
they do mess with how the flag works now.
Bonsai Bill looks like it's coming from
Because you
Mario,
got the
because
conditions
it
now that you can
is.
also
You can
set
select from the 4
before
cardinal
you hit the flag.
directions.
So I wonder if that
The
means like
red
the
ones
flag
have a
wouldn't even
homing
show up
function.
before you hit the condition, or
Yeah, I like that
okay.
Bonsai Bill is in here. I've actually forgot that he wasn't in the first one.
Yeah, I know
He's pretty
Bonsai Bill is
cool.
going to be really good.
Not to mention the fact that he's heat seeking too.
I know it's gonna be
He's the
so
best.
good.
He's the
So
best.
My note for Bonsai Bill was cool.
Cool.
Um, so I'm curious how custom scroll, like the scroll stop, will affect like the setup of some of my levels when I remake them. Like if I have something going along the entire length of the level already, like is that gonna cause it to not scroll now? I'm not sure. So we'll see, I guess.
Okay.
Now, like taking a second to think about that, why would Nintendo not allow you to port levels?
Because they want
Yeah.
you to start fresh and it's a difference. I mean, I guess they did bring everything in from the original, so like
Right,
all
they
you
brought
can do is
everything in,
add to it. So that's a
so
good point.
I think they have the capability of doing it then if everything's in there. It's not like it's like, oh, we're not taking these features over. I think it's just that they want you to spend more time on the game rather than just be like, I pulled everything, I don't need to go in the creator anymore.
Right.
It's like, no, get back in the creator, play the game.
I wonder what the limit's going to be for how many levels you can make this time, because
What
it
was the
used to
limit
be
last time?
100.
Okay. And
I
then you'd have to delete levels to make new ones?
correct.
Depending if you got stars, right? If you got tons of stars, then you could get more.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right. No, yeah, you could upload up to 100, but you could have
Okay.
in your library 100. And I doubt that if they don't have porting from the beginning, Bestro, I don't think they're going to add it later on, because what's the point if they don't have it from release?
Yeah. If
You know what I
it's not
mean?
there day one, I don't think they'd put it in at
Yeah,
all.
they're not going to put it in if it's not there day one. All right, getting back to it.
Even
The
lava
dry
doesn't
bone
phase the
shell
dry
is
bone
like
shell.
really cool.
Is
Yup.
the
Dead
best
for a sec.
feature of all time.
Lava
Be
immunity. The
temporarily
best feature of all
invincible.
time. Wow.
Dude,
You can
that
float
is
on
probably
lava and you can like hide. That's pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yep.
Think of
yeah.
the stealth missions you could do, like
Yep.
Solid Snake style.
That's another thing that was never in any other game, like the crane, right? It's just a Mario Maker new
I have
thing.
no idea. I don't know
'Cause I
what
don't
that's
remember
from.
seeing that. I mean, I'm not like a complete Mario like knowledge guru or anything, but I don't remember seeing that in any other one. So I was like, is that when I saw that, it just blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, you can go in lava.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to play around with that. I just want to see what other things it can touch and potentially save you from. And
Gotcha,
It is really
Bestro.
cool.
So Bestro, what I said to respond to you is that porting, if they don't start from the beginning, I doubt that they're gonna have it add it later on, because what's the point if you don't have it at the beginning for porting? So, so next we're getting the big coins.
The 10 coin is worth Yep, 10 points.
Which I think that's taken
Find
from
hard
New
to
Soup,
reach
the big
areas
coins.
and
Yeah.
players.
They obviously changed a little bit because they add like some values to it and
Feeling
everything, like
charitable?
some
Use the 30
like
or
the
50
numbers are shown
coin.
on there.
So there's a
I
10, 30, and 50.
yeah, that's I mean I'm not that's cool. I'm kind of whatever about that. I
I
think
only
that
really
would
stick
help
into,
with the
yes. Go ahead.
that comes into play with the conditions. I
I was
think.
just gonna say that, yeah, because without that, like no one cares about coins.
I kind of,
Yeah.
I kind of am sad that they don't have them as Yoshi coins.
Yoshi
Um,
coins.
Oh yeah.
know,
From
Optional
SMW, that'd be cool.
collectibles, that'd be neat. Or like if you could shake them, they turn into Yoshi coins, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so next is new sound effects, which everybody loves sound effects.
Mario may just
Yeah.
be strolling along.
When I
in
saw that,
silly
I was
sound
kind of
effect
like, all
clips.
right,
There are a
that's
bunch in
what
Super
is.
Mario Maker 2.
I hope that they
Stick around
add
an enemy,
more and more
or
sound
perhaps go
effects.
with
Not that I
something
really
more
care for them,
sinister.
but like if you're gonna have sound effects, at least have like a freaking giant
Okay, but
library
what if you
full
could
of them.
add your own sound effects? Like I'm playing and then layers of it plays when
You
on all
could
your
al-
levels.
You could already do that.
You already
You
can add your own sound effects?
Yeah.
Yes, but it wouldn't go online though. It'd only play
Oh, okay.
local.
I want them online.
Well, the thing is, they couldn't do that because you could sit there and say like all kinds of dirty words and then on the
True.
internet.
Damn
So
internet.
that's why they limited it.
Yep.
Nintendo's got to be family friendly.
So I like the suspense one, where everything gets dark and gray.
That yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. And then
Some-
like the samurai jumping out and like fighting everything. I wonder if like it can attack you, like because they jump over it in the clip.
Some Sekiro levels coming out for sure.
Oh my god, Trail's gonna remake Sekiro. Like
Yep.
Mario Maker, the whole thing.
And Layers of Fear, gotta get that
Yup.
spooky
Oh,
one in
God.
there.
So, well, yeah, because you can use the upside down and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I did see that it's like different, it, like messes with your sense of direction. I still have to play Layers of Fear, but so I will not be playing that remake. But yeah. So next is co-op making. So this one was
Pass the Joy-Con
pretty
controller to a
underwhelming
friend,
because you
and
have
can
to
create a
be
course together
in
on
the
a
same
single
Switch.
screen. A little
Yup.
creative collaboration goes a long way.
Same Switch, or could it be multiple Switch?
You have to give them the Joy-Con, so it's in
Okay.
the same screen. So
Nintendo.
yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo
So
Nintendo trying to promote the like family get together, family value
Right,
time.
which I get,
Yep.
but like, why don't you also give options?
In today's world, like everything needs to be online or
Right.
bust.
Yeah.
So
Not
that-
to
yeah,
mention the
I was-
fact that like for example, say I needed help remaking my levels, like I
Time to
can't
drive
have.
over there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd have to have like, but I guess it makes sense because like you'd have the Wii U out and like you're looking at it, but like somebody else could have their Wii U out somewhere else. Yeah, it's just it's silly. It's a missed opportunity for sure.
Collect
Yeah,
50
well,
coins.
especially I still don't understand why. I really mean to like sit and like kind of dig through like some forums and try to find like some theories on this, but I don't know why Nintendo is so against it. Like especially nowadays world where there's a lot of people that have friends on, like I'm friends with you guys online. Why can't I play Mario Party, Super Mario Maker 2? I want to play my Nintendo games with you guys. Nope, I'm not allowed.
You don't want that.
I'm
Trust me,
also
we know what you want.
disappointed that you have to be in the same area of the screen. So like,
Oh yeah, so you can't like someone can't work on the beginning and the end. Like yeah, I get that.
right.
But like, why not? Why not allow that? Like, think of like I thought that it was going to be impossible that when I first heard of multiplayer on Stardew, but the Stardew came up with it perfectly. If Stardew can do it, why can't Mario make it?
Some dude modded it in before it was even official. Like some dude who's not even like obviously he knows coding and stuff, but he's like not even the full developer made a mod of it. It's obviously doable if you try.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, so next is probably the thing that I'm most excited about, which is clear conditions for myself for making levels. Clear conditions are going to be really cool.
That's going to be cool because from no longer do you have to worry about like hiding the goal after a long onslaught of whatever terrible things you can think of to throw at your friends. But now you can just like make it like, oh no, I want you to explore my level, go find all the coins or something like that, and that makes it that you don't have to design around just putting the goalpost unreachable until you hit like all the 5 red coins
Yep.
to open the door to get to the goalpost. Now you can just say like, no, collect all the coins.
Yeah.
Easy.
You can
And it also tells you if the goal's reachable or not based on the condition
Hmm.
that is available. So if like you have to be Big Mario, the goal will appear in a thought bubble next to you,
Yep.
and it'll
That's good.
disappear once you shrink. And like you won't even be able to see the goal until you
play
destroy
games.
the enemy. Like it'll be like an outline. So like boss battles, I no longer have to block it off. Although I probably still will in some cases, just to like because you have my bosses are mostly contraption based. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but like for example, say you have to kill all the fishes, like all the fishes die and then the level unlocks or something like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's no
Yeah.
longer hiding a key in one of the fishes or something. Um, and then like say my Hyrule Castle level where you had to beat the different mini games in order to get the different keys to get to different places. Well, now you have to beat the mini games in order to win. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
the only problem with that is like say you get to the end and can't go back. What then?
Yeah.
Why would you need to go back? Oh, like because you haven't met the condition yet. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Say the conditions all the way at the beginning and you get to the end and you can't get it.
But that I mean, like think of it from this perspective. I mean, that'd be back on the creator to I guess to ensure that that doesn't break like that. But
But Trell, you know
like
that people make bad levels.
oh
You know.
for sure, for sure.
Oh,
But I would imagine you still have to beat it from every single checkpoint or something like that. I mean, there's potential for soft lock. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
yeah. There's definitely potential.
I
A
guess
lot.
what I like about the conditions is kind of like it, like the one a good example is the big be completed as Big Mario, right? Like no longer do you have to do the typical like super hard Kaizo style where it's like you die, you restart, die, restart. Now it's like no, if you take damage, you don't have to all of a sudden do like the pause menu, start level over again or whatever. You can just like, oh, now I got to go find another mushroom or something like that. So
Yeah.
it adds like a new variety to it
Sure.
to
But that could also be like there's no other mushrooms in the level, like or the mushroom's hidden in a dev pipe or something, you know. So
oh yeah, there's some potential for some hardcore jank out there for sure.
yeah.
But
So
well,
let's
we
look
don't
at
want to
some
play
of
those
these
on.
conditions. I'm gonna read them out loud for you guys so
I'm
that
only
you
making
guys
jank
can
levels.
see.
I'm saying them to you.
Only jank.
In fact,
Oh, so you're making Sekiro.
I'm gonna slow this
Ooh, I like
down
it.
to 25 speed while I'm going through this because they go through this pretty quick. So the first one they show is reach the goal of Super Mario, which makes sense.
Yep.
Mario.
Okay,
Brains.
so you can reach the goal without landing after leaving the ground, which is
Okay.
crazy. So like you have to juggle all the way over. That's pretty
There's
crazy.
like capes, right? Can't you like cape to the end, or is there not
You
capes?
could cape, yeah, in
Okay. SMW.
SMW, yeah.
Choose.
So you can reach the goal after picking up all one-up mushrooms. So like one-up mushrooms being required to beat the game.
Oh yeah, you could hide those. Neat.
Yeah.
From.
Reach the goal after defeating all Hammer Bros, and you can list how many Hammer Bros there are.
Do you have to tell them how many there are, or like can you like keep it stealth? Like, oh, you just gotta
It
find them
has
all.
it in parentheses, so
Okay.
Okay, so they at least know what the objective is.
yeah.
Mm.
Reach the goal after defeating all 3 Munchers, things like that. So you can select different types of enemies and how many.
Okay.
Reach
wonder
the
if
goal
you could do
after
something
defeating all
like-
19 Koopas.
I wonder if it would be like defeat thwomps, or if it would be like
Yeah, you can
impossible
do
or
Oh my
something like that.
god.
You
God,
can
that'd
do
be hard.
thwomps. I mean, Munchers are like you need a POW to kill a Muncher or a boot.
Oh man,
So
that'd be crazy. How would
you'd
you?
have to figure out how to kill the thwomp.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
To.
Okay, so I'll speed this back up because she's like, all right. So next, we've
Allies
got
to items.
Twisters,
A twister will suck up anything.
Yeah.
which I'm pretty excited about because I can now make whirlpools in my water levels, and I can get rid of those silly deadly areas in the water temple.
Oh, yeah.
Unsuspecting
Yeah,
passersby
well, for like a
will fall
would you put it like upside down?
Yeah,
To,
I
like,
could
push it
do it
down?
upside down. I could do all kinds of stuff.
Or I wonder if like if you put one in water, if it acts like the reverse and it sucks you in.
Yeah, that could be. We can see. You might not even
That'd
be
be
able to
cool.
do twisters in water levels, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They also introduced icicles, which will be perfect for my ice cavern.
Victim to the icicle. Hey,
Yeah,
conveyor
that's
belts
gonna be a
can go
nice touch. I
diagonal
don't think that was
too.
gonna.
Did
I
you
don't.
know?
I don't feel like the icicles was like a make it or break it feature, but it's a nice touch.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then they also had diagonal conveyor belts as well.
Yep, you gotta have it. If you had diagonal on one thing, you gotta have it
Diagonal
everywhere.
everything.
So the diagonals that I've noticed, where are my diagonals? Too
They're
many
gone.
notes. Too many notes. So we had. Oh, come on, where are you? Okay, slopes. There's conveyor belts, the seesaws,
Mostly
there,
says okay.
the tracks, and then regular land.
Yep.
That's so far what I've seen for sloped areas.
Oh, red Yoshis breathe
Yeah.
fire.
And then you got
Parachutes.
Red Yoshi who breathes fire. That's pretty cool.
I wonder if there's gonna be
Other Yoshis,
yeah, how many
like
color Yoshis
a
there
blue
be?
Yoshi that flies, or like,
But they
yeah,
didn't show anything like that, and I really I don't. I would think that maybe they just didn't because they're like trying to save some stuff for the actual game. But if
right.
you got 4-color pipes, why not have 4-color Yoshis?
Well, I mean, we only know about two of the colors so far, green and red pipes.
Yeah. No, no, no.
So
You see the blue and the yellow too.
you do? I didn't see those.
Yep.
Good to know. All right, so now we're on to
Slow down
parachutes.
the falling speed of anything attached
Yeah,
to them.
it's fine.
Watch out.
So one neat thing about the parachutes was when the thwomp goes after you and hits the coin, it gets the
Yep.
parachute instead of
Oh,
falling
okay.
slow. So parachutes are transferable, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And then Boom
For
Boom
Boom
is in
Boom,
here.
the mad lad will
I'm
chase
curious.
after you,
I'm
swinging
curious
his
if you
arms
can
and
make Boom
legs.
Boom giant, like with a mushroom, which I assume
And
you
there's still
can.
more to discover. If you're
Boom,
not sure how to
boom.
use something, try out story mode.
I wonder if there's gonna be any other mini
In
bosses like
story
that.
mode,
Yeah,
Mario
well, I
sets
mean,
out
they
to
do
help
in
you
Super
build
Mario
Princess
3D
Peach's castle, and to do so, he'll face an entire game's
with
worth of courses in search of
we'll
coins.
see later.
Talk to the
Story
taskmaster to accept
story
the
mode looks
job
pretty
from the
cool.
bulletin board and
I
play
think
the
that this is
associated
probably
course.
how
If
you're gonna
Mario can
have
clear
to
the
unlock
course,
different
he'll earn
features.
coins as a
I
reward.
think so too. I
Hey,
think
rebuilding a castle ain't cheap.
that's the way you're gonna have to unlock
There
it.
are
But
modes
I'm
in
okay with that.
100
I'm okay with
Yeah,
it because
me
I
too.
am
crafted by
super
Nintendo
excited for
in
story mode. To be honest, I think that's gonna
showcasing
be
a variety of
fantastic.
tools, course
Yeah.
parts, and features.
It looks
As
cool.
you play, you'll
I think
see
no
many
longer is it
examples
just
of
because it
expert
didn't look
course
like
design.
if you looked at like the different
As
kind
the
of like
castle's
menus that shot
reconstruction
throughout this
progresses,
directive.
Mario
I
will be able to
think
reach more
100 Man
areas in and
be
around the
gone.
construction
Yeah,
site.
it's
Okay.
being
Characters
replaced
you
by
meet in
endless
these new
mode.
areas may even offer up
Yeah,
additional
endless mode is now
jobs.
the 100 Man or whatever. But so and then you don't have to just go in there and just like play levels willy nilly. You can actually go in there with a little bit of a
Yeah.
with the story mode. So I'm actually super stoked for story mode.
So yes, story mode looks really cool. It's got a lot of tasks, and it's definitely going to help you think about like how to use the mechanics in a different way, and that's going to be pretty neat.
Yeah.
So next, one of the biggest exciting things is course themes. Of course, the things that people wanted in the original game
Yep.
for
Other
so
than
long, and they never
the
added them.
5.
There was six. There were six in the original game.
Oh, was there 6? Was there 6?
Yeah, there was ground, underground, castle, water, airship, and ghost house.
Oh, yeah.
So the course themes that they're adding are going to be
New
desert,
sequel, new
snow,
course
forest,
themes.
and sky.
Desert.
Let's take a look at
Okay.
those.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some of those like in some of the other ones like the SMB3 Desert.
Forest.
Well-
Do you see a shot of that in SMW?
They didn't show the desert in SMW yet, I don't think, but they are showing them in different themes. So so Angry Sun confirmed in different version, because the Angry Sun they show in this part for the desert is
Oh,
from
it's Super
Super
Mario
Mario
Bros.
Brothers.
Oh,
So
yep, yep.
so
Desert,
he's definitely in the rest, or at
That's
least
awesome.
those two.
snow,
Yeah, at least those two. The better way of putting it.
I don't like the
Don't doubt
soundtrack for the
Nintendo.
snow, but that they have for Super Mario Brothers 3, but the forest theme that they have for Super Mario World is awesome. I love that theme song.
Yeah, they got the original composer back,
Yeah.
right, to do this? That's so
Koji
good.
Kondo.
Koji Kondo, he's so good. He's so good.
And he made some new ones too.
Who else could capture
So
the classic
good.
sound of the Super Mario series? We've also got a new course part that makes these course themes even
Well, I'm gonna
more
go-
fun.
I'm gonna hear the song you're talking about though, because I have stream muted, so I don't hear us twice.
Got it. We might have
There
already
you-
passed it though.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna go
look for the-
back. No, I'm just gonna like look up the video myself real quick.
Okay, gotcha.
The forced one is so good, Kirby.
Yeah, it really is. So now they're introducing the moon, which I'll wait for Kirby to listen to that first.
Here. I'm like right there. Ooh. Okay.
Dun,
I
dun,
like
dun,
it.
dun,
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
dun,
hot
dun,
track.
dun, boop,
that is
boop,
a hot
boop.
track. That's a fire mixtape
Tap
right
this
there.
iconic
Anyway,
button and day
All right,
becomes
so
night.
you can turn the
If you hit
sun
the
into the
angry
moon,
sun,
and the
Mario will lose
moon
a
gets
life.
rid of
But
all
if
the
you hit the
enemies.
moon, you'll wipe out a screen full of enemies.
So if you had you saw the progressive scoring for the enemies as they get
yeah.
destroyed, so you can get a 1-up from that
Mm.
if there's enough enemies on the screen.
At
Oh,
night,
interesting.
expect a surprise or two, depending on the theme.
And
Can the
then
player turn
In
the
the
sun into the
ground
moon, or is
theme,
that just like you decide to make it a moon level, or like
so you can make it a night level
right, which is my
Uh,
favorite feature, but we'll wait for that.
once you unlock that.
Oh yeah, okay. Night level, best thing.
But
the-
until you unlock the night level, you just have to have the moon on there somewhere.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I had some confusion about that. I was like, you have to have the moon to make it a night level? 'Cause that was
No.
like, okay. That's
So
good.
I'm gonna let this play, and then we can go over what we've learned based off of the moon and what it does. So
Yeah, sure.
Goombas
for-
will float.
yeah,
The underground will
there's
turn
some interesting
upside
things
down.
here.
In a ghost house, the lights will dim. And in the sky, gravity itself will be reduced.
God.
The
Oh my
desert will
God.
get hit by a sandstorm.
There's gonna be so
while
much
the terrain
wild
of the
stuff in
snow
this game.
theme
It's
will
gonna be
become
so good.
really slippery.
There's so many
And the
things that I
forest
can
smooth and
definitely use
pleasant
for my
waters
levels
will
in
be as
this too.
The
poisonous as they
speed,
come.
the wind.
Rumor has it that some items will even
And then some
transform into
items that
something
can
else
change
in
into other
nightfall.
items when it's night,
Once
like
you've
rotten mushroom.
unlocked the night
Yeah.
versions of themes, you
Yeah.
don't have to place the moon course part to use them.
Oh my God, so good.
Okay, so let's talk about that some. So I'm gonna go through each level and show or say what they revealed about the night so far. There's 3 levels that we don't know what the night does. So the desert has the sandstorm, which is gonna
Yep.
be awesome for Gerudo Valley.
Oh yeah.
The snow
Mhm.
level becomes slippery, which is gonna be awesome for the ice cavern. The forest gets poison water instead of water, so it's just basically lava. Sky gets low gravity, so like it's on the moon.
Yep.
The ground has floating Goombas. Now they were very specific about Goombas, whereas Sky, everything is floating. So that's interesting. I'm not sure if I like that. I wish, but more on that in a second. So, and then underground has upside down, so everything's upside down, and then the ghost house is darker, which it's so dark, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
And then that mixed with that spooky thing, that spooky sound effects. Oh my
Right.
God.
oh yeah, some
Incoming
definitely
layers
some
of Mario
scares.
Maker.
Yes.
So the 3 that we don't know what it does yet are the castle, water, and airship.
Do you think that you could have nighttime in a castle when you're inside?
You have nighttime for underground.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it makes
Let's go
sense,
there.
Kirby. Come on.
I mean, it's still night inside a castle. It just might get more sinister. I'm not sure. So we'll have to find out what that does. I'm kind of hoping that you can just have the night version of the theme without having to have the gimmick for it.
Okay, just for like aesthetic reasons, right?
Right. So like for example, if I want it night in Castletown, if I change the ground level to night, all the Goombas are going to be floating. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that
Yeah,
doesn't work.
interesting.
So
Floating redeads.
or like, but like,
That
I'm
sounds so simple, but I got a
it's
feeling
probably not
that
going to
it's
happen.
probably not.
So here's the
I
other
really
thing.
wish not, but
Upside down levels are going to be freaking insane.
yeah, no kidding. Oh my god.
Um, one thing that I'm gonna say for that is when I finally do finish my one of my projects is gonna be remaking Ocarina of Time. Then I'm
Yep.
gonna be moving on to two different projects. I think I'm gonna start on my new project and not do Majora's Mask second.
Okay.
But when I do Majora's Mask, which is one of the projects, Stone Tower is gonna be so great because I can actually make the level upside down. You
Oh,
know,
that's true.
so it can flip basically. So that'd be awesome.
I would like to try my hand at doing Dark Souls in Mario Maker 2.
Oh my god.
Good luck.
Remake of
Make
that.
it Dark Souls 2 and make it 7,200 levels long.
Make it Dark Souls 2 and you just sit in a room and you're like, this is Dark Souls 2. About as good as Dark Souls 2. Just
Oh
sit in
yeah,
this room.
Bestra
I
just said
want Reindeer
you
Valley.
can remake Stranger Things
Stranger Things would be good. You know what would be good
with
too?
the upside down.
Yep.
Shadow of the Colossus. Just make the bosses.
Ooh.
I mean, you could with the especially with like the vertical levels, you could have like where you
Yep.
climb the boss and stuff.
That would be pretty neat.
Yeah. I wonder what level previews if they're gonna still exist. I hope
Sorry,
they
what was
do.
that? What
Level
still exists?
previews. You know how like I had you could see the level
Oh yes.
overview.
Yep. The whole. Yep. Okay.
All right.
I wish
Again-
they would make that toggable if you would like it to be shown or not. 'Cause sometimes that showed spoilers and you had to like go put everything in the subworld just so it was hidden.
Yeah. I like
the menu system looked the same though, so I got a feeling it probably
Yeah.
still exists.
I hope so. I hope so. I really liked like that was one of the things that like a lot of people talked about with my levels. Look at that aesthetic. Look at that. Like it looks like the Death Mountain. Like
Yep.
So anyway, so now we get to the big old thing, and that's Mario 3D World.
Yes.
Let's
Oh,
take a look
yeah.
at that.
The Super Mario 3D
Now I
board
can
game
finally
style-
be Cat Mario again.
So as Trell was
Cat
saying
Mario?
earlier, there's a theory going around that there's going to be extra stuff in the extra game styles.
Mhm.
I agree. In fact, I think they have there's space for another one at least, and they can probably
least
expand
one,
that
yeah.
more. But
Yeah.
like you can see that there's at least one more. So you could have it Mario Odyssey. You could have it Mario Galaxy. Like themes. Things like that. Bring
Do you
some
think
of
that
that
they would
stuff
do a
in.
3D world one though?
Mario
Like,
3D World is.
Super Mario 3D World's in 3D. Yeah. It's
but
not
that's,
like
that's more 2D than
it's still linear
than
based.
the-
It's like a goal, right? Yeah.
But it
I
was
don't know if
still
they would
3D.
put in like I don't know if they would put in a Galaxy or an Odyssey. That, in my opinion, it'd be great. I'd prove me wrong. That'd be freaking fantastic. But I got a feeling that it might
It's not going to be
like,
a 3D maker. It would just be like a
Right.
side-scrolling version of that. Like for example, like if it
Like
was
Gravity.
Odyssey,
Oh yeah.
Mario could throw his cap. How
oh
cool would that be?
That'd be pretty neat.
Um, or like maybe one of the classics like um, not Luigi's Mansion. What is it? Mario Sunshine with Flood.
That Luigi's
Sunshine,
Mansion would be
Sunshine.
pretty kind of. Luigi's
Dude.
Mansion would be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Super Mario Sunshine would be cool
Luigi's
too.
Mansion Maker. Did you have like hidden doors and stuff?
Oh my god. Yeah,
Right.
Sunshine would be cool. I think the favorite from what I heard going around different channels on Twitch was a lot of people were saying SMB2
Oh
would be the
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah, it is
Mm.
different, but is it different enough?
Not in my opinion.
They think
I mean,
it's different enough where you would have to have it in its own thing rather than it being played into the other four.
It
They
does
don't think
make
it's like the
sense
four.
too, because like got the 4-player and SMB2 had 4
Yep.
options.
So it has potential, I guess.
Yeah.
Either that or E3, they're gonna talk about a new Mario.
that's what I
and
want to
then-
be true. But I
That'd
wonder
be
what they
cool.
do differently with a new Mario.
Yeah,
I mean,
if they announce a new Mario and then it's also on this my theory, so here's my biggest theory. So I think the DLCs for this game are going to be involving the extra games, and they're going to make a game for each DLC.
That's fine. I mean, as long as the games are good.
So
Yeah,
no,
I'm down.
not like make a new game. I mean make a, like, you know how they have Mario 3D World. I think
Yep.
each
Yep.
DLC they'll have a different game release.
Oh, I see. I see.
And they won't
I
be
still want new games, though.
interchangeable, but you know what I mean.
I'm
Yep.
happy. I'm fine with that. Take my money, Nintendo. Just actually do it. Like make the DLC.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I want more and more content.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm greedy.
it's interesting that it's different enough that you have to, like, it deletes everything on your level if you go to 3D World. So
Mhm.
Oh, does it
Help is
really?
finally
Yeah.
available.
Here,
Look
it'll
this
say that
game
right now.
style.
Changing this game style will reset the course and erase all of the parts that have been placed. Is that okay? Hey, Nikos, how are you?
Works
Yo,
is very different from
Nikos.
the other game
Yo.
styles. So the course you're working
Kiwi
on will
So, in
Shinobi.
fact, it shows it deleting.
That's because
The
there are
backgrounds
things you
look
can
so
do
cool,
here that you
too.
can't do in any other style.
And so it's
You can't
scrolling
mention
through
Super
real
Mario
quick
3D
on
World
all of
and
the
yet
different
complete this
things.
game's
So
level
I'm gonna
between
actually
them.
slow it
That's
down
because there are things you
again, so we can take a look at all of them.
can do
So
here.
there's like ice blocks that you can throw. They don't talk anything about ice blocks, but that's in there.
Can we
And
just say like the wheels real quick too? The wheels. I love the
yeah,
wheels.
the wheels are a good idea. There's also like blocks that fall, but they don't look like donuts as much anymore as squares with holes in them.
Squares with holes in them.
Yeah. I like that.
So yeah, all the power-ups are there, including the bell, which is Cat Mario.
Doing
Oh man, Cat Mario levels
So
are gonna be
for
so
enemies, we've got
insane.
Goombas, Koopa Troopas, Cheep Cheep, Blooper, Spike Top, and then the ant thing, whatever that
Oh
is.
yeah, I don't know what they're called, but
So you have the capability of climbing in the 3D world. Do you think that
Yes.
they would expand that out to Super Mario World, like climbing like you could?
No, unless they
I
have
really,
the wedge.
I really wish they would do that.
The wedge would be a cool idea. Yeah. Then they have the bouncing enemy, the Skip Squeak, the bee, the Piranha Plant, the blue Piranha Plant. That's like a muncher. Swamps.
Is that the one that kind of crawls around the screen?
I think you have to shake the Piranha Plant in order to get that one.
You mean like the one with the spiky vines? Is it you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about. We'll see that in a second.
Okay.
And then there's the Hammer Brother. Then we got Magikoopa, Boo, Podoboo, Bomb. And the interesting thing here is they have the Dry Bones fish and the Dry Bones separate in this one.
Yeah, you can actually do the fish out of water too.
I guess. And then for enemy boss areas, you've got the helmet guy, the what the fish that blows up the what's that called?
wait, what?
The puffer fish, the
Oh, okay.
lava dragon monster, Boom Boom, Meowser, and then they have the go kart.
Meowser.
They have the go kart as a enemy. So I guess it originally is driven by an enemy, and then go from there.
You don't have to have like a boss in the 3D World one, right? It kind of sounds like there's so many bosses.
Right. Yeah. No, you don't have to, but like they give you a lot more. And I'm sure if you shake stuff, you get different versions of it too. So like, I know the samurai girl that throws the nunchucks and creates clones of herself. I'm sure she's the shake of the Boom Boom.
Okay.
And things like that. So then we have Bullet Bill Blaster, and then the large Bonsai Bill, Icicles, Clouds, on-off switch, conveyor belt, and crates, which you can pick up and throw and stuff.
Can't mention Super.
And then we've got keys, doors, warp blocks, which are a cool addition. P switches and pals, springs, arrows, and checkpoints.
Mario 3.
And then we have cloud lifts, which I think you bounce on. There's a exclamation point block, which I guess is the question. Or what is that?
I'm trying to. I mean, I played 3D World recently.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
what
must
was
be
that?
invisible ones. Maybe.
Oh, right. Like those were the ones. Were those the ones that took you to a different
These
room?
are all gizmos. No, that was the warp block, and that was one back. So I don't know what any of these ones
Exclamation mark.
are
I
because
can't
they're
remember
all
what the exclamation mark
repeats.
was. Hmm.
Maybe there's message blocks.
Uh.
Or no, those are probably the switch blocks. So those are blocks that when you hit the on-off switch, it switches them.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be it.
Hmm.
I think we might have seen this earlier in the direct when you were showing it. But we never really talked about it. And you just reminded me when you said checkpoints. Checkpoints, doesn't look like they make you big now.
They don't. You're right.
Ooh.
That's one of
I
the things
wonder
I
if-
noticed.
I wonder if that's something that is toggable. If you can still have it make you big or not.
So my theory is because when you put stuff, you can put a mushroom into it, so it'll start you off with that condition.
Okay.
So like I could put a fire flower into it if I wanted, or
Oh, that would be good if you could put different things
Right.
into it.
yeah,
Oh man, that'd be good.
that's my theory.
The world.
Okay, and that's everything on the wheels. So let's go back to normal mode.
Without Cat Mario.
So
Climbing
Cat
walls,
Mario is a cool addition.
scratching, sliding.
Yeah.
So I figured this would be a good time to reveal what my future project is in Mario Maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
What
you
is it?
guys ready for it?
Yeah.
I'm not
So-
ready. You have to wait.
Okay. All right,
I'm
I'll tell
ready.
you later.
I'm ready now. No, I'm ready now.
Kirby, please.
So my next Zelda project is going to be Twilight Princess.
I'm so glad you said that. That's my favorite dungeons. I was like waiting. I was like, don't say
Oh,
Skyward Sword. Don't
man.
say Skyward Sword. But
Don't say Skyward Sword.
And the reason it's going to be Twilight Princess is because it's Wolf Link, so it's Cat Mario.
oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I really like that.
That's
Dude,
good.
Twilight Princess, well, not my favorite Zelda. Best dungeons in my opinion.
It does have really good dungeons.
So good.
The rest of the game has some stuff to be desired, but it has really good dungeons. And
Yup.
I-
Glad you
Agreed.
didn't say- I'm just glad you didn't say Breath of the Wild. I was like, well, have fun doing that for the next 5 years.
5 years.
Nope. so yeah,
I need all the shrines in there.
one thing
Yeah.
I did notice about Super Mario World 3D is that there was no Yoshi egg.
They wouldn't get rid of Yoshi.
But was he in Super Mario World 3D?
He wasn't.
So
I don't remember. Was he? Hold on. I don't think he was.
I thought he was.
Is he?
Now
So
you're
he-
making me question it. They
so
might
he's-
not
No,
have
he's
I
Yoshi
didn't
in
see
it.
him in the
He's
wheel.
not.
So unless you shake it and he comes out somewhere, I don't think it's going to be a doable thing.
Yeah, maybe you
He's
don't need it though. You're already Cat Mario.
I've got a
Do you want to
cat
have your
sleeping
cake and
directly
eat it
under
too?
me.
Come on.
Yes.
So
Pouncing.
yeah, Cat Mario can
With these
pounce
moves
and
at your
climb
disposal,
walls
the
and
courses
slash
you create will
things.
instantly stand
It's
apart from
perfect
courses
for
made in
like
the other
Wolf
game
Link.
styles. You can even climb up the goal pole.
No, that'd be good.
These clear pipes can
I'm
be
stoked to
placed
see
in
what
any shape
see what you come
like.
up with. Man, I haven't
So
played
you're
Twilight
doing-
Princess in so long.
You're doing Ocarina of Time, then Twilight Princess. Is that the
Correct,
current
yeah.
plan?
So Ocarina of Time is like my warm up to the game.
Yep.
and
Use the
then-
controls. Do something you're familiar
Right.
with.
And I'm also not going to be implementing everything that is unlocked because
Okay.
there's some ways there's some things that I creatively found solutions to that I don't want to just invalidate by like putting an on-off switch. You
Yeah,
know what
sure.
I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's going to be more of a challenge to like stick to my guns, and then create new material for Twilight Princess because that's something I want to do too. Is like I don't want to use all my good ideas on a project I've already done. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it'll be neat.
I'm really excited. I don't know what Morpheal was my favorite boss in Twilight Princess, so I'm excited for that.
I like that Morpheal is like the evolution of Morpha from
Yeah,
Ocarina of
agreed.
Time, and like you can see Morphas like coming out of Morpheal, so that was
Yup.
pretty crazy. So the
So
clear
cool.
pipe is really neat addition, like where you can direct the pipe and it sends you
Enemies will
different
make
things
use of them as well.
to different places, and then like enemies can use it too. That
Critics
was something
explode on
from Super Mario 3D that was awesome.
Yeah.
and that you can pick up
So you
crates
can make
is
your
pretty
own path when
crazy.
there's
Like
no
the
platform to
puzzles
walk
that are
on.
going to be available because
So
of that you can
wild.
stack puzzles or stack crates or like throw them
Yup.
and
If
jump
you
off.
come in
Going,
contact with a warp box, you won't
What
be
I
able to
can't,
escape
what
its
what blows my mind is like even today, Mario Maker 1, like there's still things that people are figuring out like new features for.
yeah.
There's going to be so many combos and things that you can put together in Mario Maker 2 with all these new features that it's just going to be insane with the amount of puzzles and levels that are going to. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
full.
It's gonna be
Warp
good.
blocks are
Warp to an
pretty cool
area full
too.
of enemies. Consider yourself warned.
And it looks like
Which
there's
ones?
warp blocks where you jump in and it sends you
Yeah.
somewhere. It's a one-way block too. Also,
Yeah. And like this this isn't only 3D world, but everything else, like how you can make rooms like where
Right.
you're locked in there by bricking it off. I think that was fantastic because like a lot of people had really good designs of games, but you kind of lost that sense
yeah,
when you could see a little bit of the other room or whatever. So this really does kind of help
yeah,
with
it
that.
helps that. And not only that, but like cheese is going to be a lot less because it's limiting you even more, especially with conditions. Like
Yeah.
you have to do it the way it's intended in certain aspects. Now, in the scene I have it on right now, there's also a key block. So it looks like if you defeat this Magic Koopa, you'll get a key and you'll be warped through that block. So it looks like warp blocks can also be keyed.
Ooh,
That's interesting.
Warp to an
Hmm.
area full of enemies.
so
Consider
good.
yourself warned. Better not touch the
Spike blocks are
block.
pretty cool,
You could
I like
combine
spike
it with
blocks,
the
they're
on-off
trolly.
switch to set
especially
traps like
because you
this
can use the
one.
switch on them.
The exclamation mark
The
pop-up stands
on-off
when
switch.
hit. Ground
Yep.
pound to expand it faster.
I definitely am gonna have to. I
Blinking
think the
blocks
first level I'm
phase
gonna
in
make is just
and
gonna be a 3D world one. See what the hell's up with it.
Yeah,
Make sure to carefully time those jumps.
and the blinking blocks are interesting.
The track block will follow any
Are they-
path you
are they-
draw.
That's time based.
Yes, one,
That's
two,
gonna be so
three.
good.
Now the track blocks kind of look like the snake blocks, except they're slower
Hmm.
and there's
The
no.
blue
It's just
won't
one
move
block.
Until you step on it. The
I'm not
mushroom
sure how much I
trampoline
like
yields
those.
Yeah.
They don't look like they're like really super slow. I wonder if you can speed
Yep.
them up. Maybe if you can shake them because they are on different spokes of the wheel. So
Yep.
maybe you can shake them to be faster.
Satisfying
The
balance.
trampoline mushroom blocks are cool
The
too.
piranha creeper will extend wherever.
Oh yeah, so the blue piranha is the piranha creeper. You're right.
Okay.
So that one you can make go different directions. I've already got great ideas for the forest temple boss with the piranha creeper for Twilight Princess. It's gonna be
Yep.
awesome.
Ooh.
Trell, you've played Twilight Princess, right?
Yeah, I'd be like a long time ago.
Okay.
That was. It's probably
Same,
one of
it's
my
been a
one of my
while.
favorite ones. Like I think it has. It might have my favorite Ganon fight.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good one.
Wherever you draw. Watch
Just because it
out
was a
for
throwback to
spiky
OOT,
stems.
and at the same time, it was like it was
Skip
like the
Squeaks
first time
like to
you
try
fought
to
like a
match
chain
Mario's
of 4
jumps.
bosses in a row. You're just like,
Sometimes-
oh my god.
Skip squeaks are pretty cool too.
Copycats. Don't copy
Yeah.
my jumps.
So like you can have like mirrored stuff going on. They kind of remind me of oh, and this is something that we don't have yet either. The football guys from Super
What?
Mario All Stars. The football helmet guys.
Oh, Charging Chucks?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Chucks. The Chucks, yeah.
You know how they mimic you when you jump, they jump.
Yep.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like Skip Squeak. I kind of want those guys. I hope they bring them in.
Yeah, that'd be cool if
You
they
could
put
use
Charging
that to your
Chucks. I
advantage.
think that they would show them off though if they were gonna put them
Take
in.
this
I don't
sweet ride
know.
for a
I mean, if they have anything at E3, I feel like it has to be like really big things. I don't know if Charging Chuck is considered that big, right? Like if they showed the new game mode, sure. I don't know what else they would show at E3 if they show anything.
I mean,
but
they didn't show everything that things were capable of in the original Mario Maker when they advertised it.
okay, I can't remember that, but okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So, or like it could come out in a DLC or something. You know, who knows?
Whoa. Okay.
Whoa,
Were
what?
you won because Rose walked by and you're like, "Whoa, what is that creature?"
No, I hit the maximum amount of spirit emblems in my storage. Sorry.
Oh wow, how much is that? 999?
999.
Good to know.
No, the Sekiro stuff, Rose. It's all good.
Yeah, you don't need to know this, bro.
You wouldn't understand.
You
You're
wouldn't
not
understand.
Shinobi.
This is like Shinobi talk. Okay.
Don't mess with the Shinobi, Rose.
So the Koopa,
Times
the
you can
Koopa
use that
Troopa
to
car
your
is an
advantage.
interesting thing too. For
Take this
making
sweet
like
ride
Mario
for a
Kart
spin
levels
and
maybe or
tear through
something.
the course.
Although what's
Mhm.
that Super Famicom thing that comes up? Is that a sound effect or is that something that comes up every time you get in the car?
I don't know. Actually,
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's a car.
dude, the car was like one of the, like that blew me away when they're like, "Oh yeah, look, a go-kart thing." I'm like, "What the hell?"
And that's in Super
I'm like,
Mario 3D World only, it looks like.
is it? I mean, I'll take it. There's gonna be some amazing driving levels or something. Or
Absolutely.
Mario
Try
Kart
it.
in
Drive
Mario
safely
Maker. It's
now.
gonna be so good.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a lot of
Beware the
fun.
Lord of Lava.
Charvarg
This monster's
is
obsessed
pretty
with
cool. It
gobbling
makes
up
me wish that I
Mario.
was remaking Ocarina of
Pom-poms
Time
smoke
in this
bombs onto the
version because you'd have the actual dragon fight instead of
Oh yeah.
but uh, I don't need that. Like we're good. We're good the way it is. Plus, there might be something I can use it for in Twilight Princess. I can't think of it right now, but um, then you got Pom Pom. Who I was talking about is
Basine. This ninja's mastered the art of a
Boom Boom's
doppelganger.
alternate, I think.
Which one's the real one?
And she has like Shinobi shurikens and can clone herself, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Bonsai Bill.
That's
I like
still in
that they're
3D
adding
world.
more
Can
bosses.
actually
That's
fly
something they
toward the
definitely need
screen.
in the first one.
It's so powerful. It can break
I just wonder how
walls.
many bosses are gonna be outside of 3D
Many
world. I mean, you
other
can still make your own
familiar faces
bosses,
from Super
Right.
you know,
Mario
and then you
3D
can dishes
World
like you
will
gotta
I
beat
liven
them
mean,
up
by
most people didn't make their
killing.
own bosses, but like it's for sure that like it's possible. I've definitely proven that.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it just goes to show how you can be creative, but you can also have your own have bosses that are in there too and use them.
Right.
So then they flash through a few things after Bonsai Bill, who comes toward the screen, which is
Many
cool.
other familiar
Yep.
faces.
Oh my god, that's gonna
Like
be good.
the floating boos that like float around with arms and stuff. They look different from the normal boo.
Oh yeah, I don't know what those are called, but yeah.
From Super Mario 3D
And then the chargy guy with the helmet, which we saw on the spoke wheel.
World will liven up this game style as well.
Yep. What is his? I don't know his name.
Yeah, and then there's Meowser, of course, which is a cool thing. I
And
wonder
there
if
was
you can have just
multiple
regular
Meowsers, right?
Bowser. What?
Was there multiple Meowsers?
No, there was a Meowser on the spoke wheel, but I assume you can shake him and turn into regular Bowser.
I just wonder how many put on there, just like in 3D world. Wasn't there like a couple of them?
In Mario Maker 1, you could have 3 at max.
Okay, so I wonder if it'd be the same thing with that. If 3
Yeah.
would be.
Yeah, I'm curious what their limitations are. That's one of my questions, so we'll get to that. So next we're gonna get into Course World.
An online hub where
Multiplayer.
players from around the
Yep.
world can share their carefully crafted courses.
The Course World, as always, you can look up
Browse
levels. You can search for levels by putting in the code. I wonder if they're gonna. It seems like they're doing away with the Mario Maker bookmark, because it looks like they've taken all the tag stuff and put it onto the computer or onto the game. So they might not have bookmark anymore, or they might still. I'm not sure.
See, I wonder. Shout outs to Grand Pooh Bear and Jakku who made that
Jakku,
whole
yeah.
warp world.
I really hope that can continue because it really
Yeah.
helps out. It really does.
If they got rid of bookmark though, they might. I'm sure they would decompile this and probably try to find a way to hit like an API or something like that. But I really hope that still is usable because that was an incredible thing for Twitch.
Right. I mean, it is tedious to type in 16 characters, but 9 isn't so bad. So maybe it won't be as bad as we think.
It's only 9. It's okay.
Yeah.
You still
That's
have
almost
to
half the
somehow
amount.
get like a queue system going at least though too.
Yeah.
That was the nice thing.
I mean, you could still do that with Warp World. People submit levels too, and then you enter them manually.
Oh yeah. That's true. It's just not as sexy though.
That's true.
True. It's not Connor level, unfortunately.
So let's take a look at the levels that we have displayed here. There's Dangerous Desert, which is the desert in Super Mario SMB1, I
Is it gonna be
think. Yeah, because it's got the pyramids. And then we've got SMB1 ground level, which is a Japanese level. Yep. And then we got a clown car coin battle, and it looks like New Soup. Yeah, it's New
Oh man,
Soup
I'm really glad you're
Forest.
pointing this out. I didn't even think to look at the thumbnails on this. Oh my
So,
god.
and it also looks like, so there's a if you look in the clown car coin battle, there's a mountain with a checkpoint at the top and a pathway. So I think that means that there's a condition for beating that level.
Oh wait. Does this mean like you no longer see the level preview though? Is it just a screenshot like that?
It looks like that's the case. Maybe, well,
Oh
actually,
man.
no, they're listed like this usually, and then when you click on it, you can usually see the preview. Remember, this is this thumbnail.
No, yeah, you're right. I'm forgetting Mario Maker. Yep.
And so it looks like there's popular courses, hot courses, new courses, and detailed search. And
Okay.
then also the levels that you've starred on the right there.
And then like what is there stars are now hearts?
No, it's still stars, I think.
Oh, it just looks like
Oh
hearts
yeah,
in
you're
there.
right. It's a heart. Well, there's like and dislike
Popular
now.
courses.
Is it really?
For new
Yeah,
courses,
so
What about
here.
absolute trash? Like if you really hate it.
So hang on a
You
sec. So
search the
first of all,
type
let's
that
get the
you're
game
looking for.
styles. So you can look for
For
certain game
example,
styles, course
search by
themes,
tags like
hardness,
puzzle
and then the
solving.
tags. Oh yeah, and here's
Mm.
the blue, yellow, green, and red pipes that you guys were talking about.
Okay, yep.
Good thinking.
Yep.
All right,
That
so the
you're looking
tags
for.
are.
For example,
So I hope that
search
there's more tags because right now the tags are standard, puzzle solving, speed run, auto scroll, auto Mario, short and sweet, which I like that as one versus multiplayer versus, themed music, and none. Like
None.
No, and what does that mean? I don't want to be
0.
tagged. You
you
can't
can
label
also
me.
You can't,
you can
you
also
can't label
search per region, so like you can ignore Asia if you don't want the super hard levels,
me.
or you can ignore America if you don't want all the trash levels. So
Nice.
um, yeah, so that helps sort stuff, but at the same time, like it looks like there could be more tags. Like, what would be a tag that you guys think should be in there?
I hope that they can add new tags
Sure.
pretty
Like
easily.
what? Like what other tags would you want though?
Ah man, they kind of went through a bunch already. Let me see what like the Auto Marios is a good one to have. I would say do you have the capability of filtering out like not only include but exclude. Do you have that capability?
You can do all or none, so I guess so.
Because like I would like to like for instance if I don't want to play an Auto Mario level and I just want to say like I would rather play everything except Auto Mario,
Then
then
you
you
Yeah.
can
I
also do
just
that.
click all the tags but Auto Mario.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so that'd be good. Themed speedrun, multiplayer
Underwater.
versus.
Oh, I guess
Underwater
that,
would be good.
but no, because you can select the type of level up above. So,
Nighttime. Why didn't they have nighttime as a tag? If you just want to play only nighttime.
um, yeah,
search the
game
kind that you're
style.
looking
Yeah,
for.
so nighttime
For
might be a
example,
good one to have,
search
unless course theme has a version for night and day, like dark desert or night desert or
Oh,
something
I
by
like
see what you're
that.
saying.
tags
Yeah,
like
it
puzzle
goes a
solving.
little more detailed. Yeah.
Or maybe find some auto scroll
But like
courses.
that sexy nature, man. I only want to play that. Come on.
Right. All right. So comments. Comments
Play
are
a
back,
course, and you
and
can
it's no
include
longer
them
in
if they're labeled.
Miiverse.
Yeah, I think that's good. They broke it off of Miiverse and just comments in
It
general.
looks like there's like stickers that you can put on, or you can draw your own because like somebody drew nice and there's like palm trees in the sky and somebody
Mhm.
did some kanji. Then there, if you look at the top left, there's boo and like. I like it or boo.
Boo.
So you can definitely decide where your comment goes. Again, I think the tag next to the comments is like a tag that the creator can write, like giving a description of the level, like good luck
Mhm.
on the hard part or whatnot. Um, or you can maybe add a tag to it if you think that it should be. So like yeah, here. So Seesaw Cruise, which is in the Super Mario World forest, which looks pretty cool. Um,
I almost don't like that there's dislike.
I kind of don't like it either. Because,
that it was either just
say
like
I
it
make
or
a
just
level
no
and somebody
star.
doesn't like it because they think it's hard. Like before, it's
Yeah.
like I'm not starring that, but now it's I dislike it. And like, what's the
Also,
consequence of a dislike? You
yeah,
know,
yeah. I would almost, you know, I just feel like I can.
you can
And what I
still
want to say,
report
like
a level too, by the way. So like, dislike
that's
and report are two different things.
why the dislike though. Like, what if a kid is actually like just like put everything into it, and then you get like a bunch of like people are just like this sucks and just dislike it.
Right.
Don't dishearten a kid. Come on, you
Yeah.
It
know.
it seems very anti-Nintendo to have a dislike button.
I got a
But
feeling that that might be the first thing to get stripped off. There might be an update that takes that away.
yeah, we'll see. You can download it and play it offline.
Which you could do before,
Right.
If you download a course, you can play
but
it
now it actually is
anytime.
And
meaningful
the
since you
course
can
the
take the Switch
course will
anywhere you want.
the course downloader, you have downloaded courses and then my courses, so they're separate now, which is awesome. And that's something I actually didn't notice till now.
That's good.
So
I
if you
didn't
see
notice
that
that
on the
either. Actually,
screen,
that's
you've got
really
my
good.
my courses and downloaded. So you can probably download like 100 and have 100 or something like
That'd be
that.
really good because I hated having like that all intermingled
Right,
amongst
me
each
too.
other.
I had to like separate them by like groupings and then not make levels in those groupings.
Yep.
So
Even when you're not connected to the internet.
What's
so
really good too is that like, if you really like a level, you don't have to sit there and search for it again. You just download it and then you have
right,
it.
right. So my question is this game even worth it if you don't have um
Online.
online capability? Like you can make
For
levels and have
me,
people
no, because all I
make
do is
them.
play other people's levels.
Right. So like the only
Uh,
people that you could have play your levels are like people in your house.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
the story mode would I think
Story
has
mode. Yeah,
it
that's a good
would
point.
it would have levels that are already pre-created, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true,
Which
I
I
guess.
think
But
would
like,
be good. Would it be enough to tilt it in the favor of yes, it's worth it without an online Nintendo account? No, I don't think so. I think this game is purely all the fun comes from just playing other people's levels. Like the built-in levels for the story mode are going to be cool, but not worth a
yep.
50, $60 or
Right,
whatever.
right. All right, so let's talk about maker
In
profiles,
Course
which I
World,
think are
each
pretty
player
cool.
has a maker profile.
You can like put on costumes and
It's up
stuff. So maker points are from hearts, it looks like, but you can probably
Okay.
get medals for like other things that you do too. And there's also a versus rating. So if you play multiplayer, like you get ratings and like you can up. Yes, you can play on other people's levels in the original. Um, so yeah, it looks like you can earn medals, but I think it could be separate from maker points, those medals, unlike before.
Yeah.
They didn't remove it, Bestro, but if you don't have online capability, basically with the
Nintendo Switch
Switch
Online. Yeah.
you have Nintendo Switch Online. You have to pay for an online subscription. Before it was free, so that's different now. So with the maker profiles, there's like a whole bunch of costumes. Some of them look pretty cool, and they don't show a lot of them. So I'm sure there's going to be some pretty cool surprises. One thing that I'll point out uh, with the costumes is that some of these costumes are animated, like things move around on them. So that's pretty cool.
For me, this was like this thing that you get with the Mii's or like I can't remember what they're called on the Xbox, but you get like the same kind of character like creation on the Xbox and the 360 and stuff like that. I could not care less about any of this stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's
Right.
cool, and I'm sure a lot that will hook in a lot of kids and stuff like that. But I'm just like, it doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care.
So the thing with online is that it's like $20 for like a year, right?
Yes, I think it's 20.
So
Yeah,
with
it is.
your Prime subscription, you get 3 months free or 9 months free, and that stacks if you get a subscription for a year. It's $20 for the year, and if you buy Mario Maker with the online bundle, it's only $10 for the year. So like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna have a year and 9 months when I have the game because I'm gonna get my online subscription at that point. I haven't
nice.
I haven't actually been online on my Switch ever. So
I don't
I tried
know.
to play Smash Bros once.
I don't have Smash. I only have
That's fair.
Mario Odyssey and
Breath of the Wild.
no, I don't have Breath of the Wild on the Switch.
Oh, you play on Wii U?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have the Switch when it came out, and I wanted to
Got
play
it.
it. So
No, that's fair.
Hyrule Warriors is the other one.
How is
Oh,
that
okay.
game? Real quick, just
I haven't
good,
played
worth
it yet.
getting? Oh, okay.
So yeah, but $20 is a lot better than 60 for the year. Like they're definitely doing it right, and hopefully they don't raise it at all.
Oh, you know they're going to.
They
They're
have
gonna raise it the day before Mario Maker 2 comes out, where it's $20 a day.
Oh my god.
shut the fuck up. If you look on the screen, you'll see that there's the upside down Goombas that I mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They look
What the
really
hell's-
weird.
They're dude. Yeah, I don't like them.
They're called Galoombas.
Galoombas.
They're
Huh.
this. They're the same. They look similar to the Goombas that are in Super Mario World, just in
Yeah.
3D.
Well, I thought in Mario World they were Galoombas. They were like a different type of Goomba.
Right.
Galoombas in
Galoomba.
in like New Soup.
Okay. So, what is this theme?
Canyon.
Is
Mountain.
it the desert?
Oh, that might be desert. That might be desert.
Oh, is
in
that more desert?
SMW.
Okay.
That might be the desert.
It
Oh,
looks like it might be night desert.
oh
Though.
wait, no, that's not the Galoombas. That's the weird ones.
Yeah, they're the upside down Goombas.
What the hell?
That's them again in a different theme. But that
Oh my
looks so different from like the. I don't think that this is desert. It might be night desert, but I don't.
You see the bubble above his head? Is that saying that the
That-
flag is
that-
now active?
Yeah, it's that he's gotten whatever he needed. I think. Oh,
He's
look at
got
the
whatever
top.
condition.
You need 11 coins, and he got 40, so he unlocked the end.
Okay,
See that?
okay. That's
Um,
cool.
in fact, I'm gonna go back to. So this is endless mode.
Possible
Here.
before you get a game over. Select
So
a
first of all, you have 5 lives when you start, which is crazy. Not
Yeah.
100 man anymore.
difficulty and courses will be
5.
queued up at
I wonder if
Oh.
that sprinkles in like everything though. Super
full
expert,
collection.
regular. Or
Yeah,
do levels even get ranked like that anymore?
and they also show what type of level you played. So you have it looks like 2 deserts, 2 forests, a sky level.
available on Course World.
This is a snow level, and they're going up a hill here.
Hmm.
I don't like that the conveyor belts aren't flush with the ground. That bothers me a little bit aesthetically.
Yeah, I can get what you mean by that.
Underground is signified by a pipe. The snow level is the snowy hills.
Yep.
That's
Truly
interesting.
impressive scores, and you might earn a top spot.
Okay, so if you look behind Mario in this scene, there's pyramids, and then there's also these hills over here.
Yep.
So is that just regular ground, and then that's desert?
Desert.
I guess.
feel like yeah.
Spot on the leaderboards. On top of
They
that,
look like
there's a new
pyramids
mode
or
in
like
Super
sand
Mario
dunes
Maker 2
at
that'll let
first.
you play together with
So
others.
network play is play together.
In Course World, you can enjoy multiplayer with other players from around the world.
So I believe multiplayer is random. You can't matchmake with
In
people.
multiplayer versus mode, up to
Figured.
4 players face off in a
That sucks.
side-scrolling showdown.
I mean,
Each player will
yeah,
be
no, it
assigned a
does.
different
I expected
character.
it, but
Then
still.
they'll race each
Yeah,
other
it's
in a
Nintendo
randomly
Online.
selected
What do you
course.
expect?
And then the
Yeah.
courses are also random.
The player who clears the course first
Okay.
wins.
And then whoever wins
On your
gets
win-loss
more
ratio, your
experience
versus
points to
rating
their
will
rank.
change. Playing
Does
it
rank do
safe
anything, or is
no
it just
way to
like
win in a
rank
one-shot
swagger, like
course
I'm the
this one.
coolest? Okay.
It probably
Race the
unlocks stuff,
others
but I'm not
your
sure.
best as you escape an
Alright.
extreme obstacle.
I'm trying to figure out how much I care about that, but if it's just
But when a
rank,
boss comes around, you may want to put your differences aside.
Yeah,
Maybe
Mario Maker
you can
VR
get away with sitting back
battle
and
ranking.
stealing all the credit at the end. During multiplayer, there are
Maker
strategies
Battle
to consider
Royale.
that would never come up during
Okay, so here's a night theme for ground, and it doesn't look like anything's floating, but so it looks like only Goombas float.
okay.
solo
Why?
play.
Why not?
In multiplayer co-op mode, on the other hand,
Yeah, I don't
players
understand.
must work
The
together
choice
to
is
beat the
well,
course.
maybe when we get into it more, but
The
if it's just
single-player
limited to that, it's
finishes
like,
it,
yeah, why
Everyone's
why
a
that?
winner. If up Up to 4 players are hanging out together, and each
So
has a
if 4
Nintendo
players
Switch
are
system, and the Super Mario
if
Maker
4
2
players with
game,
4
one
switches
can
are
select a
hanging out
virtual
together,
room for the others
they
to
can
join
match
via
make
nearby
and
play.
choose what
Only the player who
levels.
makes the room needs a persistent internet connection
And
for
only one
everyone to
person
play.
needs
You
to
won't
make
be
the
rated in
room,
this
so
mode,
everybody
but you
else
can check out the
can just
standings.
play
By the
Okay.
way,
off
if
of
you've
there. So
designed a
only one
course with
person needs that
versus play in
subscription.
mind, consider using the multiplayer
Hmm.
versus
Oh, okay,
tab.
no, there we
It's
go.
a
We just
great
saw the
way to help
rankings. They're
players
still
who love
super
to
expert
battle
and
it
stuff.
out
Okay.
find what you've made.
Well, what? Oh, I guess the kill ratio would still determine that.
Yeah. So here's the forest level for forest theme for Super Mario Brothers 1, SMB 1.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
It kind of reminds me of Pitfall or like the bike thing, Excite Bike. Doesn't it kind of remind you of Excite Bike?
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see it. They don't have the pokies in this, do they?
I haven't seen any Pokies yet, no.
God, that'd be such a
But they
good
do
thing to
have the Smashers again, whatever they are. And
Oh, yeah.
flamethrowers.
God, look at this contraption.
New parts. New challenges.
There's the forest theme for Super New Soup, which looks awesome. I can't wait to do Kokiri Forest with that theme. Or
That's
at
really
least the
cool.
Lost Woods.
New modes. And lots of new ways to have fun.
So yeah, I mean
Super
the
Mario
multiplayer, like even if you don't do the multiplayer, like it's still gonna be a lot of fun. I just wish
Right.
that there was more ways to interact with courses than just course select or endless. I wish 100 Man was back. Maybe they will have it, but it didn't look like it
Part
from
2 will come
the
down the
trailer.
pipe on June 28th.
So June 28th is when this is coming out, and then the rest is just talking about packs and things like that, which we don't need to look at right now.
Yeah.
Although, what do you think of those Nintendo bucks?
Wait, what do they do?
You mean the tickets, the coupon?
Yeah.
So you can use those for a year in the future. So any new game that's coming out, you could hoard it and then just use it to get the new game for $10 off.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Okay.
$100 for basically 2 games instead of 1.
Got it.
Weird.
I'm trying to
Okay.
think of like. Yeah, go ahead.
You were saying?
I was trying to think of. It was off topic of Mario. I was trying to think of what Switch games are coming out in the future that I want, and like eventually
Yeah.
Pokemon and maybe Luigi's Mansion. But
Yeah. So let's talk about things that I noticed going through this. So first of all, I noticed that there were side swiping thwomps. They go side
Yeah.
to side instead of up and down, which is cool. I mentioned the alternate versions of enemies. That sub areas are the only areas that can be vertical. I mentioned extra game styles have more space. So DLCs question mark. I said that too.
yep.
Conditions, you can do X of Y and make challenges and things like that. So it's not just like kill certain enemies or get this many coins. You can also like say don't hit the ground or don't jump probably or other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
As Trell mentioned, Mario didn't grow to Super Mario when he hit the flag. There's tiny pipes. The cave is different in New Super Mario Brothers, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but there's like water running in the background now, like mini waterfalls.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more detailed. And then in the airship levels, the shrooms look more airshipy and less like mushrooms,
Yep.
like the background things. More than one item can be put in a block because when in the multiplayer mode, multiple people were hitting the block and getting different things out of it. And then I don't know what this says. What this last one says.
I don't know what this says.
So
Could be anything.
oh, the boo ring. It looked like I said boring, but no, the boo ring. It was moving along with the screen, and there was no track in one of the auto scroll levels. You know the boo rings. So it looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
boo
yeah, of
rings might
course.
be able to follow you now.
Oh.
All right. So what did you guys notice? Anything? Or have
Nothing
any
that you
comments
haven't said so.
on anything?
I like. I wonder if there's other things that are going to be moving sideways because the graphics of the Thwomp changed to be kind of more of like in an angle. So I wonder if that's the only thing that's going to be like. I wonder if red flying Koopas can go as well.
I agree about Pikmin, by the way. I like Pikmin.
I've never actually played Pikmin. Is it worth?
Oh,
worth a
it's
pickup?
so
I
worth
love
it.
it. I love it. The
It's so
second and
worth
third
it.
are my favorites. The first one's still good, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's made by the same guy that did Mario, right?
I think.
Oh, Shigeru Miyamoto? Yeah, it's like his
Miyamoto.
baby. He said it was close to releasing like 6 years ago, and I haven't heard anything, and I'm mad. Maybe it was like 4 years ago, but the point is it was a while ago. Anyway, I'm mad.
So my first question, and we're not probably gonna have answers to any of these, is every feature available in every mode now?
What do you mean?
So like, and I think we've already answered that. Like, so for example, is Yoshi available in all modes? Is Boots available in all modes? And I think the answer to that is no.
Yeah, I think it's still a no.
So, because we saw that Yoshi wasn't in Super Mario World 3D, so.
Yep.
Are conditions required to complete level? It looks like. So like, it's not like you have with conditions you have to make like you have to do the condition. You can't just beat the level normal and have the condition be like a bonus.
Yeah.
Are all original features returning? It looks like.
Yep.
I didn't see anything that we were missing. Just looked like all new stuff. What are the limits on items and size of areas? Are the sizes any bigger? Are the limits any more or less? Or the
Yeah, do you remember
same?
what the limit was for items on SMM1?
I had a whole bunch written down at one point, but I don't have it on me. But
Yeah.
there was quite a bit of limits. Like I ran out of items pretty much in every level I made. So I hope that they
Increased
update it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So hope.
Especially if you do like vertical sublevels, like that little track mechanism that they had, that just looks like it would just be crap out of your available options if you had to
Right.
do that.
Yeah. And then possibly. So our condition possibly for a multiplayer course in single. So yeah, if I was playing single player mode and I played a course that was designed for multiplayer, am I gonna get it on my endless play?
Wait, say that again? I'm not sure if I followed.
So if I'm playing endless Mario
Yep.
and I get a course that's designed to be completed by co-op, like 2 people,
Oh, right.
am I gonna
Oh,
get it and not be able to beat it?
that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that because there is some that are designed to be that way. How do they ensure? How do you even clear it then? You have to clear it with someone, right?
Oh, that's a good point.
How do you even clear? Because then, how do you even make the level? You have to have someone in the room with you to play on the
That's
same Switch to
probably when you're
upload it.
doing the upload, you have to do the multiplayer upload. And
Hmm.
then like does that get put in its own category or does it just go out with everything else? Like I hope it goes
Yeah,
in its own category, but like it looks like
It has to. Because
the
I mean, if
tags
you're not
need to
playing with
be
anyone,
like really used and like does endless use multiplayer? I hope not.
I hope not. I don't think it would be able to because if you're not playing with anyone and you get one of those levels, you just
Right.
skip it.
And you can't play and maybe there's an endless multiplayer mode. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um
Man, that's so dumb. Level, and then you can't even upload it unless you have someone with.
right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have somebody come over and do that with me because I'm definitely gonna be making some thinking of portal levels.
Yes.
So
Ooh. Well, I mean, like, could you even, if you like took off the Joy Cons, you could just do it yourself, right? You could do
yeah, you
multiplayer with
could.
yourself. You don't
You could
have to have another
technically.
Switch.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. Unless it's
As
something
long as
where
it
you
wasn't
have to
super
be working at the
complicated.
same time. You know,
Toast.
that could be hard. That could be hard. You could just have Kayla do it or Aiden.
As long as, I mean, like, as long as you're
All
not
right,
trying to
Aiden,
like
jump.
do crazy tricks, yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
Matchmaking only able to be selected if at same place. Yes. Water levels only for forest. So I want there to be more water levels than. Give me one sec.
Sure.
Wish there's like variant speeds to poison mushroom that we saw earlier.
Oh yeah.
I want like a poison mushroom that's chasing you and it's like zombies.
It's like a-
Get lots of those things. That'd be great.
Alright, I'm back. So I'd like water levels to be for like underground and other things too. Because otherwise, like if I'm doing my water temple, I can't raise
Mhm.
or lower the ground, raise or lower the water. You know,
Yep.
I'm still gonna have to do it the way I did it, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like raising water levels and lowering it would be awesome. It would be also
Oh,
really
is-
cool if like you could use the on-off switch to raise or lower the water.
So is that one of the things that you're going to change up about your OG water temples? You're going to raise the water levels with the raising water thing?
I might implement it, but if it's only on forest theme, no, I won't be. And
What is it?
I kind of like the way it is now too, so I might just keep it the way it is and maybe try it out in the new water temple for Twilight Princess.
Is it I wonder if the water level can be controlled from a switch. That would be good.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I really hope so, but I don't think so. It didn't look like it.
Yeah, that'd be too good.
That'd be so
Too good to
cool.
be true.
Last thing I didn't see anywhere in the trailer, and I'm wondering what they're gonna do or if it's gonna be the same thing again. And no, Chris does not have a Switch, Bestro, is Amiibo. I didn't see any Amiibo support.
I heard like some other people that were watching this. I'm surprised they didn't plug Amiibo at all, which makes me wonder: is it?
Have they been making Amiibo lately?
I don't know.
I
Actually, I
haven't
don't.
heard
I'm not into
anything
them
about
myself.
Amiibo.
I don't really buy any Amiibos, but I know they're pretty big. And for them not to show anything about Amiibos is like, did you guys didn't forget, right?
Oh shit, the amiibos.
Oh damn it! Wow, that was no, we gotta implement. All right, just delay it by 3 months.
Let me amiibo
They
support
better not
required.
delay this.
But Wombat, how else are we gonna get the amiibos?
Amiibo. No, that I'm sure I'm hoping that maybe in a patch or something like that, or an update, they'll with Amiibos. That'd be great to see something. And
Well, I
I
mean,
say that maybe
who's to
because I'm
say
greedy
that
and I
they're
just
not
want there
in
to be
there
updates.
already? Like, they could
That's
be
true.
in there and they just didn't showcase it, you know?
Like especially with all like the little like customizations you can do for your Amiibos, giving you items for that.
Right, that'd be cool. They could be getting away from Amiibos too, because they were only implementable in Super Mario Brothers 1 anyway. Or they might use them in a different way. Which, I mean, that's not. I kind of liked the idea, but I wished that you could have those costumes on every game mode.
Yeah.
UX.
Do you still have? I guess our costumes going to be in this as well.
That's what I'm talking about.
They didn't really show any.
No, I didn't see any. I just saw some sound effect stuff. So,
Oh, that'd be terrible if they got rid of costumes.
yeah.
That's a really nice little feature.
Nice little what?
Feature.
Yeah, it was. It was cool. But I don't think Amiibo sales are down, so I don't see why they would stop. But like, I'm not really up on my Amiibo.
You're not up on your amiibo game, Wombat?
No, because they haven't released any more Ocarina of Time or any more Zelda stuff. So
Right.
that's the only Amiibos I care about. I still need to get the Skyward Sword one.
How many Amiibos do you have, Kirby?
0.
Oh, you idiot! Why are you not doubling down? No, I'm just joking. I don't have any either.
You idiot.
I think I have 18 of. I think I have 18 of the 21 that are available for Zelda.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know there's some really super collectible ones out there, right?
Yeah, I have the Mario Maker one actually. It's the only Mario one I have.
Oh, nice.
It was
That's
the
a good
Super
one.
Mario Brothers 30th edition one. Oh, actually, it's not the Mario Maker one. It's the 30th edition one.
I
Like
was gonna
a
say Mario Maker would be like a nice one to have actually. I really like that
yeah,
game.
that's
Yeah,
what it looks
it's
like.
I don't know. I just never got into the collectible part of the. Although like I did get just reminded me. I went and saw Detective Pikachu yesterday, and they when you go to see that movie in the movie theaters, they actually give you Pokemon cards.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
When you
really?
purchase a
What'd
ticket.
you win? Pikachu?
I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, okay.
Funny.
But I was just like, wow, they still do these. That's cool.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm definitely excited to be getting the community back, because like
Oh,
that was probably one of my favorite parts about Twitch is like the community that Mario Maker had. Now the only thing
Yeah.
is it's going to be super saturated now.
Oh, for
Um,
sure.
you know, a lot of people have Switches. Not as many people had a Wii U. So we'll see how accessible it will be for streaming based off of
mhm.
what they have. And then like I can't see it getting bad reviews. Like
Yeah,
it,
I don't think
it
it'll get bad reviews.
my only
Yeah,
question is the people who burn out on Mario Maker 1, will it be enough of a difference for them to come back?
I think so. I think there's enough new features here to keep you entertained
And
for at
will
least a
will they
year.
be as patient as they were last time?
See, and that's where, like, I think, when the features stopped coming, there was a lot of people that dropped off, and I
Sure.
hope that they keep coming with the features.
Yeah.
Yup.
They haven't really made any promises that, like, we're gonna release updates, I don't know, quarterly or whatever, right? But I would hope that they would
Right.
do something similar to like what they did in the first one.
So what's really cool is the three of us all have Switches, right?
Yup.
Hmm.
So we can do stuff together. Like even if we're not playing multiplayer, we could still like start the level at the same time and do like
Right.
races and stuff. That'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
So
great. I do agree with you. Like, it is gonna be saturated. I like, Mario Maker is what got me into Twitch to begin with because I started
same.
watching it on YouTube, and then I just found Twitch, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. Look at all these people doing this, and so I can't wait to join in. But yes, it will be. There's gonna be a million people playing that game, so it's gonna be super saturated.
Yeah. There is one thing also that they announced that is happening. There's a Mario Maker 2 Invitational on
Oh yeah, that's right.
June 8th, which I think, let's see, when's E3? June 11th to 13th, so it's just before
Okay.
E3.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Like I don't think many people knew about that, and it's only going to be four people from the community
Oh,
redeeming as. I don't
there's
know if they
only
deem.
four?
There's only four people are going to go, and they're going to play a bunch of different levels
Who,
and
who's
showcase.
who's been invited?
No one knows.
Oh, I know
So it's just
Trihex wasn't.
yeah, I don't think like
Oh,
I watched a lot of people on Twitch that are pretty big on Twitch because of Mario Maker, and they seemed pretty surprised when they heard this. It was like, oh, no one kind of knew that this was coming.
yeah.
Hmm.
So it'll be interesting.
So, and I wonder who Nintendo would bring because I don't know if the people on Twitch is what are people that Nintendo want repping their game.
Sure. Yeah,
So I don't know if Nintendo considers Twitch their community. Like I don't know. So it'd be
yeah,
kind of interesting to see who they pick.
of course. So what kinds of things do you guys want to build on Mario Maker or want to play? Like what kinds of things are you excited about?
Dark Souls. I want to make Dark Souls levels in Mario Maker.
How do you
Dark
think you
Souls
do
only.
that?
Actually, now that I said it, I wouldn't like taking a crack at some Shadow of the Colossus bosses in that. And then not everything has to be a representation of another game. Wouldn't mind just coming up with some freestyle crazy crap.
Hmm.
Just a good level, and all it is good level, not a representation of some other game or something.
Yeah.
But I think out of all the themes, SMW was definitely my favorite in the first one. I don't know if that's going to stay true with 3D World in there because that's going to be really ridiculous with the things you can do in there.
Yep.
But I'm definitely looking forward to some of the desert theme in SMW, making some new bosses and some conditions and stuff like that. I think the conditions, just playing courses with some conditions, is going to be probably a go-to thing for me.
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
actually are you getting this game, Kirby?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Are you planning on making a lot of levels?
Making 0 levels, just like I never even opened up the level editor. I don't think in the first game.
What? You never made a single level?
I'm not interested in that. I want to play everyone else's levels.
That's half the fun, though.
No, for me, it's all about just playing everyone else's stuff.
That's fair.
All I want to do.
That's fair. If that's, I mean, if creating isn't your thing, at least you get to partake in the jank,
The
Kool-Aid
jank.
of the Mario Maker community.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, speaking of jank, why don't you make some Sekiro levels in Mario Maker, Kirby?
Dude, don't get me started on Sekiro right now, okay? You have the jank curse, and then you just decide to blame it on poor old Sekiro like it's Sekiro's fault.
It is, dude. He is so full of it.
So Trell,
Yep.
in the abandoned dungeon.
I have not been there yet.
What do you
He
mean
said
you
it was too
haven't been
janky for him.
there?
He said it was too janky.
I've got the bonfire, and then that's all I've done. I've set foot in there, and that's it.
Yeah, you had to go through there to get to Sunpow.
Yes. So that's all I've done, I guess.
Okay, so you haven't explored in there at all.
Nope.
Because he's
Okay.
afraid of the jank.
You just kept running. Okay, good to know.
I am afraid of the jank. The jank gets you, man. Dude, do you want a jank curse put on you, Kirby? Because you're getting kind of close. To the jank curse.
Getting close. My pancakes will never turn out good again.
No, you're gonna get janky pancakes. They're just not gonna
Oh
form.
my
They're gonna
God.
be just watery. And like, why? Oh no, the curse! It's got me. Oh man, no, like I went into the dungeon and I was like, no, this feels Blight Towny, so I don't want to be
Feels
in here.
Blight
And
Towny.
then
Man,
for the
you
most part, I've been trying to stick to going to places when I'm supposed to go to them, just so I can get like the story.
got it.
But I got a feeling I'm gonna get sent to the dungeon real soon. Just a gut instinct.
Where do you think you have to go next?
I have to get the branch. I don't know where even when you talk to Kuro, he's like, somebody stole the branch. I wonder who. I don't know.
Oh
There's
wait,
more details on that, and he's
why
like,
are we talking about Sekiro in the Mario Maker stream?
You know how it
I
goes,
just
Wombat.
forgot.
Come on.
My
You know
bad.
how it goes. Let's talk about FromSoft games.
All right, so yeah, basically the moral story is we are pumped for Mario Maker. There is some stuff we're not as excited about, or we think that could be implemented better, but we're hopeful, and
I'm really
hopefully,
excited for Sekiro DLC, right, guys? If we want to.
and then we'll go from there. I'm sure you'll definitely be seeing me stream it when it comes out. I'm going to be
yeah.
pre-ordering it shortly, so if you guys have anything that you're excited about, or if you are picking up the game, feel free to Discord. I made a Mario Maker channel. I changed it out of the ZDLA channel to Mario Maker, so go ahead and chat me up on there. We'll talk. We'll talk about my plans. We'll talk about your plans. It'll be a good old time. Trell also has a Discord. I don't have the link available, but he also has a Mario Maker channel too. So feel free to talk in there as well. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be nice to have Mario Maker back in my life. So.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. I saw Wexness comment in the chat too. I do feel like Nintendo does make a good bit of money off of Twitch streamers, and without doing this like day one comes out, that there would be definitely a hit in their sales because I think it does promote it. So I think maybe they'd be smart to pick Twitch streamers to go to this invitational, but I don't know if there's a guarantee because you never know with Nintendo. Sometimes they all of a sudden flex up their home family value morality, and then they just like kind of like, no, we don't want any part of you guys.
Yeah.
They can be weird about stuff like that, but
Yep.
Okay, guys. Well, I think that's gonna hit us up. I think this is our new record for longest stream.
That was a good
oh
one.
really?
Yeah.
Of course, it had to be Mario Maker.
We're going on 2 hours now in like 2 minutes. So, although I don't know, maybe our Dark Souls was 2.5. I think I don't remember. Anyway,
That was a long one. Yep.
thanks everybody for joining us. I hope you guys have a good time, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for another podcast.
Yes.
And we'll go from there. Next week or next time, we'll probably be talking about being streamers and what that is and how hard it is. So
It's
Yeah.
very hard, by the way.
it is.
We'll
It
probably
is.
switch out. We'll probably switch out Kirby for Rose.
You really should. Like, no joke.
I mean, we could get Rose in on this too. I'll just squish your names together. I'll
Oh my
Mega
God.
Rose Kirby.
Dude, it is so difficult.
Mega Rose.
less than a Rose Kirby.
Less than a Mega Rose Kirby.
I like it.
Oh God.
All right. Well, catch you guys next time,
Yep.
and we'll see you then. Have a
Yeah,
good night.
wear that jank, guys.
Yep.
Stay clean.